Dra-
Yeah, the dragon cult attacked. You managed to kill the dragon. You attended the council of the metallic dragons, and they had a bunch of demands. Like apologizing for shit and giving dragon armor back and whatnot. And you all agreed to everything in order to get their help. Which brings us to the third council meeting that you are attending, and um, as this council meeting begins, you notice a new face in the council, and it's a tiefling, Ryan Nightshade. And he is introduced as a special advisor to Lord Never Remember. And you can tell that a couple of the council members and the Froome guy from Order of the Gauntlet is one of them. He's doing his best to ignore this tiefling. And
Great.
the council meeting begins, with you hearing about, or you telling about Neverbound, and how you saved the forest and stopped the attacks and so forth. Um, the king is naturally extremely pissed off over his son's betrayal, and he's still hesitant to put elves back on the front lines of combat. But he's softened up and he no longer has any qualms about, uh, you know, um, securing the allegiance of red wizards, giants, or even devils in the fight against the cult, as long as, they're in front of him and his elves. Um, and the council is impressed that you have gained the support of the metallic dragons. Um, and their acceptance of your party, uh, you know, uh, your standing has went up a little bit higher in everyone's eyes. However, the Elven King is furious that you all agreed to an apology for the Draco Rage. And you can tell that, yeah, well, hell, he's blaming you. There's no doubt about it because you all are responsible. However, because of protocol and so forth, that he will make the apology because honor demands it. But he's not happy about it. And
Cheshire.
He's a fucking elf. He's never happy.
I'm in
Cheshire
the
perks
camp
up and
of
says,
fuck 'em.
Like, that was Kellick's idea.
Oh, boo-hoo. He has to make a pointless apology to a bunch of dragons for something he never did to get their military support and spare the lives of his people. I'm not exactly, bothered by it.
Well, maybe we can help them raid the dragons after.
And
Yeah, we're getting that sword away from you as soon as possible.
let's see. The dwarf from the Lord's Alliance. He's similar. He is also unhappy about having to return the dragon moot armor. The traditions of it saved many lives, and the fact that a metallic dragon was injured indicates that it was probably misbehaving. And dwarfs have no tolerance for any kind of misbehaving dragon. Doesn't matter what color they are. And
I wonder how
so
much it makes him seethe that I used the exact same train of logic for the elf that I did for him.
probably just a little bit. But in the end, you know, everyone is happy that you've got the support of the dragons. And as I posted in chat, since you all were accepted by the dragons and, kind of sort of their representatives currently, um, you have 5 dragons that you can assign to any of the council members however you see fit. Or if you want to assign the dragons to patrol a certain area, you can do that as well.
And wagon wheel making, right?
Yeah, they're probably not going to do that there, Log.
Oh.
You're telling them
He's
where to
got
go
high
and who to kill.
he's got high charisma rolls. He could convince him.
But, pretty much everybody wants a dragon. The Lord's Alliance, they each want a dragon for their city. The Harpers want a dragon for intelligence gathering, which could and possibly include maybe the Well of Dragons. Um, and so, but as of this time right now, assigning the dragons does not matter. But you will have to come up with where you want them before the next game. And
I mean, I think they should all just patrol. All the cities are already defended. And it's not like the Harpers can't gather intelligence anyway. I mean, they rely on us to be the main thrust of their operation, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, so like, you're saying like one to the Harpers, the rest to the grandfather tree?
No, well, no, I'm not.
Oh.
so, let's see, where are we now? And story, third session. Okay, yes, that's there. Okay, so that must just be it. Uh, during a break in the council meeting, let's see. Wait, it helps if I read the right one. Okay, at the council meeting, information comes out that a senior member of the Cult of Dragons wants to defect from the group, and he's offering a dragon mask as part of the plea for help. Come get me out of here, and I will give you a dragon mask.
Yeah, that would be perfect. Let's get the dragon mask.
That's awfully convenient.
What about this guy?
He is in Xonthal's tower, which is it's a fortress that's recently been taken over by the cult, and apparently this defector is holed up in there, and being a cult stronghold, they feel that a small strike force would be better than an all-out assault. So, guess what they want you all to do?
That'll be that small strike force.
Getting smarter every day there, Graves.
Yep.
And, let's see. I'll share that quest. So, it's public. And then...
I'm not the
Go ahead.
I'm not the only one who thinks this is totally a trap, right?
50-50.
Oh, it's probably a trap.
Well, they agree with you that it could quite possibly be a trap, but to secure a dragon mask, it's worth the risk in their opinion.
I hate that they're right.
And after you all agree, and they tell you where the tower is located at and so forth, the talk turns to the Red Wizards and the Land of Thay. And there's the Red Wizards are very integral to the cult's plans to summon TIamat. And however, the Red Wizards that have aligned with the cult are exiles with no connection at all to Thay. And the Thayan Red Wizards have approached the Council of Waterdeep asking for an envoy to be sent to convince the wizards to join forces with the forces of the Sword Coast for the greater good.
What?
Yeah, that sounds
So,
perfect.
you have
The Red Wizards of Thay asked about joining the greater good.
Maybe they just want their dragons.
against Tiamat, yes. And, it really doesn't look good for them that, exiled members are helping.
Really doesn't look good for them. These exiled members are helping the cult. They're probably figuring that the cult will help them fuck over Thay when they conquer the world, right? So, what exactly is Thay's reservation here? Like, why didn't they just sign on with the people they sent to deliver the message?
Aren't the people of Thay necromancy and itchy sort of?
Yeah.
Yeah,
They are a
Uh,
necrocracy ruled
So
by a lich. They are
if they're
also
undead, meaning
premium
they don't
assholes.
die, meaning this could be planned for 100 years from now, and I wouldn't be around for that. So
So, but yes, they want someone from the Council of Waterdeep to come talk to them, give them a status update, and really let them know why they should join.
Well, we have a great messenger who's perfect for delivering messages. In fact, he's not like a postman, right?
No,
Best postman in Waterdeep.
no,
Hold on.
no. We are not sending the cat.
Give me the letter. I'll be back in a week.
It'll be back in less than a week.
I don't think we have a week.
Yeah. Sad part is, after reading the next episode, the cat might be the best solution.
Just send him alone to work shit out.
I mean,
Wait.
it's the second to last chapter, and it's like, well, let's go to lunch.
It's just like all text, isn't it? It's like, hey, let's just let them RP this while we've bulldozed the story for the entire rest of the module.
Not to give away anything, this chapter is ridiculously short. Basically, the heroes go there, have a meal, have a short meeting, and go to sleep.
That's perfect. You want to do that quick and then head over to rescue the mask?
Cheshire, when we're done going after this dragon mask, could you possibly... Calic reaches up and he just pinches his nose. Go visit the Red Wizards of Thay for us.
Okay.
Okay.
Let me just check that map of Severin.
It's way up north. Not
Yeah.
quite wintry, but pretty close.
Okay. So, Neverwinter. Old Gate.
I mean, you could...
figure out. I'm just doing quick little math in my head, figuring out how many days it would take me.
I mean, you could definitely get there before we could and back.
Probably like 3, right?
It's Waterdeep over here. Can someone on that Faerun map we have help me try and find where it is? I know generally where it is, but I'm just trying to find.
You're looking for Thay?
Yeah.
Oh, geez, that's a whole Faerun map.
Yeah.
Grief.
I know it's not the edge. The Ethereal, the Dales.
You're taking too long!
Then help me find it. There's a thing called, paint.
Okay.
I feel like it's probably not on this map if it's farther north than Waterdeep.
Yeah, actually, I think Thay is a neighboring town to the east, or a neighboring state.
Yes,
say
Thay
it's taking a
is
week.
out by, it's out east.
While you guys are talking, you see Cheshire looking at a map.
Actually, I mean, if you
And
really want to know,
Graves
it's
is
like,
just standing over his shoulder.
it's way out east by the Endless Waste. It's pretty tiny.
Oh, I
Here,
found it. It's not even a city. It's the big ass mountain that
Territory.
says Thay on it. But yeah, it is pretty far out east.
It's like way just like on the edge of the Endless Waste in the top top right hand corner.
Like right on the opposite side of the Sea of Fallen Stars.
So it's a good distance away.
Oh, now I see it.
Yeah, so about
Okay.
3 days,
Take,
It'll take him
right?
5 minutes.
okay, let's see.
If you give him everything he asks for, it'll probably take him less.
How many miles per day can you travel?
I can travel 40 miles an hour.
So 14 miles?
40.
I'll be right back.
um,
If you traveled non-stop for a day, you could like cover that distance in less than a week.
travel chart.
Of course,
Run
nonstop
around.
for more than a day, he'd probably be
Like
dead before he got there.
it would take him less than a week to get there, is what I'm saying.
So 2 weeks, you'd have no Cheshire.
Like the map I linked, it's got a little thing in the bottom right for 480 miles for how long it lasts, and you, my friend, can move in 24 hours 940 something.
Hence, I can run to
So it would take you like just
Neverwinter.
maybe like
I can run
3
to
or 4
Neverwinter and back
days.
in a day.
Yeah, it would take you just like 3 or 4 days to get there and back again.
Yep. Add on an extra day for souvenirs.
I hate that little cat.
Like, it comes to the dragon's like, oh, it'll take me about a week. Cheshire.
Why don't you?
It's like, I can get there in 4 days. Dragon
Okay,
just drops
hear
his
me
plate.
out. Hear me out. They're gathering all these masks and shit, the cult, in one place, right? What we do is we cast greater invisibility on Cheshire, and we just send him in there to grab everything he can and sprint out.
That works quite well, but I believe nothing with traps. Traps tend to hurt.
No, you'll be raging the whole time. Don't worry.
I'll be back in a minute.
Not a problem.
Yeah, he wouldn't even have to like go around the Sea of Fallen Stars. He could just like run across it.
I don't know if his monk level is high enough for that.
You know, I was joking, but it frightens me that that's actually a possibility.
Okay, off to the Dragon Mask guy, right?
Yep. And
Yep.
there's the message. Okay. Before the council meeting wraps up, they give you a hastily scribbled note, and it says, you don't know me, but we can help each other immeasurably. My name is Iskander, and I made a terrible mistake in joining the dragon. Rescue me from the cult, and I will deliver to you the blue dragon mask. And, that would deliver a major blow to the cult if they lost one of the masks. And, yeah.
I love it. Let's go blow the cult. Come on.
Cheshire returns back from a little detour with babs for everybody. It's like, sorry, what did I miss?
So, the place that you're going, just to give you a little backstory, is legendary among the wizards and the bards of Faerun for its unusual magical defenses. It includes a magical hedge maze that surrounds it. And the wizard that owned it was an extraordinary figure. And, he started out like you, a lowly adventurer, and he traveled the world and beyond. And uh, his work focused on conjugation and elemental evocations. And he often kept elemental and genies for company. And he prized solitude, so he designed his tower and the surrounding hedge maze to deter intruders and unwanted visitors. And over a century ago, he kicked his apprentices out and sealed up the tower. No one knows what he's been up to or if he's even alive, dead, or a lich. And, you know, all that remains for certain is that the hedge maze is a barrier and the spells and wards protecting the tower against entry remain as powerful as ever.
Well, thank goodness we have Dispel Magic, right?
And
No.
Let's head on over.
make sure you all had a long rest.
I mean, if the cult's taken up shop there, then I'm guessing either this wizard has joined them or is really fucking dead. Or not home.
Oh, I'm sure he's just hanging out.
But the Council of Waterdeep does let you know that their spies indicate that this guy is the number 2 guy at this fortress. And let's see.
Let's go get him.
Yeah.
There is a small town that surrounds, or it's a small village beside the tower. And let's see. There's roughly about 300 people there, but as you're walking in town, they're friendly enough, but they're a little weary of strangers. But eventually, you do get a few to talk to you, and they tell you that things have been quiet for a long time at the tower. For almost a year now. However, they have seen lights through the windows at night and heard unearthly sounds, and a few claim to even have seen a blue dragon lingering in the sky. And they're, some of them scoff at the idea of a dragon, but pretty much everyone agrees that the tower has been reoccupied. And they all warn you very carefully about the danger of entering the maze. Few who enter it ever come back out, and those who do are much more are much worse off for wear. Even animals and birds avoid the maze. And the hedge surrounding the central tower is this astonishing work of magical construction. In certain ways, it's even more impressive than the tower because of the way it manipulates space. So, did you see this gently curving path leading into the maze from the edge of the village? And um, the villagers built a low fence across the entrance to keep children and animals from wandering in. And
How tall is the maze again? Like the height of the trees and everything, the plants.
The hedge walls are 8 feet tall.
Okay.
I just did a bit of math using a Severin map. So, at a straight line from Waterdeep to Thay is about 2,500 miles. I had an extra 1,000 miles to it just for going around stuff. I'm looking at 4 days travel.
Like I said, 3 or 4 days.
A week at most for extra long detours.
No, that's funny. Okay, but yeah, the maze is 8 feet tall. And as you start to enter the maze, you motion up on the tower catches your eye, and you look up to the top of the tower, and you can see a human male dressed in black robes standing on the balcony, and he's waving something over his head. And it's kind of hard to make out from this distance, but you can see that it's blue, and it might be a blue mask. But he yells down out of the tower, "Heroes! They saw you in the village. I've taken the mask, but they'll realize it's missing within minutes. Look for me
Yeah, no
beneath the
shit, because he's
tower."
yelling out the tower.
Hey,
Yeah, right?
yeah, he
Yeah,
panicked. And,
Actor's like, no, shh. We're not here.
Look for me beneath the tower, for it's the only place I have a chance to hide. This is the key that will let you teleport into the dungeon. And he holds aloft some sort of white, glimmering hourglass. And I will leave it behind after I use it, but others may find it before you do. And he looks out over his shoulder, and you see another figure dash out onto the balcony. And there's a flash of blades, and spellfire erupts, and the figure who was talking throws his attacker over the railing before he dashes back inside. And you walk up into the maze, and I'll put you all on the map.
Trisha crack his knuckles. Okay, this is gonna be fun.
So do we want to resuscitate him and then interrogate before going in?
What?
The guy who fell
Apple-
down.
No, you're too far. You got to go to the maze to get to where the guy fell. So, but you've entered this intersection where 8 paths converge, and you can see the tower dead ahead of you by the hedge wall, but by the way that the paths curve, it's hard to tell which one might actually lead to it. And you see a sundial
Oh.
standing in the center of the intersection, and
So
its shadow is pointing straight toward the tower, which is highly odd because the sun isn't behind you. So you look down to check your shadow, and only the sundial shadow points ahead. Everyone else is pointing in the proper direction.
I
think we should go that way. Point to which way the shadow's pointing.
sure, why not?
This.
Are
So you
these-
said this was like a magical maze, though, right?
Yeah, it's
there's
gonna be
magical
all kinds
words
of
and shit?
bullshit.
Is it
So I'm
a
willing to bet
flammable
like
head?
something like find the path is probably not going to work here.
Well, I mean, there's like 8 paths. We could. No, that's stupid.
We'll
You-
find the
Well,
path is like,
which
I
path
want to
did we
find the
come
mat.
in from?
And then it says, it's this way.
Fuck it, we're wasting time. Let's just go down the path that Cheshire said. Also, Cheshire, stop flying.
He's flapping his arms really, really fast.
Okay,
He
let's
could
see.
probably do it too.
Okay, yes, you walk forward for roughly about a minute. And
Half that because of Cheshire's ability, so 30 seconds.
oh, fuck off.
If you want to kill him now, I'm not gonna. I didn't see nothing. All right.
Path of the Elk. Travel distance is halved.
Okay, and just for use of reference, I'm gonna switch maps on you all.
Have you guys seen Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy?
Yes.
You know those in the planet where the little like fly sports come and hit you in the face?
I forgot that one.
That happens to Cheshire repeatedly as he does this.
Of course.
Okay, and share. Okay, so you all, the shadow was pointed toward A. And you walked for 30 seconds down path A as it makes its curves and so forth. And you appear in the center section that has the sundial that looks exactly like the last one you were in.
Give me 10 seconds.
However,
As
the
Cheshire, no.
the only difference is that the shadow is now pointing at A and at C.
Which way did we come from? Cat, stop!
I vote this way. You went down A. B is the next one.
Yeah, you know, I don't know. They didn't make allowances for that.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, see, it is.
Okay.
There's no T though.
As before we leave, Cheshire puts a single copper coin on the sundial just to test something.
You know, I think we're supposed to spell cat. So we go C, then A, and then we take the T branch.
You know, there's one small problem with that theory. There ain't no fucking T branch.
We could make one.
Yeah.
Just spread your arms and walk down the aisle.
Pick a path and T-pose menacingly down it.
Exactly.
It'll work.
Okay, you go down the hedge and you come to an area that has a placid pond filling the center of this open space, and there's this pagoda that rises from a huge boulder that stands in the water like an island. And there's
There
an
any
arched
fish in the water?
bridge. There's an arched bridge crossing the water, and the red roof is held up by these 6 sturdy pillars and capped with carved fish. A human male wearing yellow silk robes embroidered with red and gold fish stand in the pagoda. You hear exotic music being played from an instrument.
Are you sure it's a pagoda? It's not a gazebo?
Yes, it's a pagoda.
there any fish in the water?
Hasn't noticed us yet.
And define exotic music.
Ladle, 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 ladle.
Let's see. It's being played on a stringed instrument. So,
Oh shit, that's a Dow.
oh yeah,
Uh,
he is there, and he doesn't speak. Um, but as you enter, he bows to you, and he moves around into the pagoda and motions for you to join him. And he sits down on the floor, on the boulder where it protrudes through the floor. And you can see a charcoal pit smoldering beside the boulder where the man sits. But he is just sitting there waiting for you.
I mean, we're being invited. We should go.
actually, I think it'd take me about 10 days to get to Thay.
For fuck's sake, stop thinking about it.
I have a map open.
Oh, y'all gonna go around and with him?
I guess.
Okay, as you enter, he gives you a smile and he points to the silk cushions that are laying around, and he waves his hand and a tea kettle rises up from beneath the charcoal embers. And the kettle resembles a scowling face with these thick features. And perception or arcana, if anyone wants to see if they can recognize it.
Yeah, boy.
And Cheshire, you do recognize the character on the teapot, and everyone but Ektar got it, that it is a Dao. And he
Yeah, well, I mean, there's one.
yeah, it's kind of says so right there because he didn't hide the name.
Let's say he's sitting right in front of us.
But he pours clean water from a jug into the kettle and he adds tea leaves and he bows to the kettle and he shows great reverence to the vessel and he lowers his head in meditation. And the pot begins to boil, and you see the steam coming out of it. And let's see. Let's throw in a nature or medicine check, if you would.
I am proficient in neither. But I have no dump
Nature
stats,
or
so-
medicine. Where the hell's my nature? Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Okay, Ektar.
Ektar knows his nature and medicine.
Okay,
His natural medicine.
Ektar, as he's filling the tea kettle with the leaves, um, you recognize the leaves as not being tea, but being drakeswort, a potentially lethal herb.
He's trying to roofie you.
Well,
He
that's
wants
good
you.
enough for me. Let's kill his ass.
I remain silent.
Really?
As long as you're over here with me, I'm good with it. Come on, get over here, Ektar.
No,
if he
man.
roofies,
It's all
if he
you.
roofies Graves, and
You gotta
He just
be
wants to
within.
have. He just wants to have some tea with you.
You gotta be within us. You gotta be
Does,
over here so you can get a better look. Come on.
does anybody have the
I
spell
don't need it, man.
purify
That's so
food or
good.
drink?
Well, you wouldn't be able to see the leaves from there.
I could smell them though.
Nope. Get your ass over here.
Yeah, that's really good for tiefling health.
So is he like offering us the drink?
Okay. The the water starts to boil, and you see the steam coming out of out of the pot, and
Is it? Do I know if that kind of like the vapors from that would be toxic?
What do you even care? You're not telling any of us.
um,
Well, I don't know. I might
uh,
tell it if it was vapors.
you
It's
don't have
poisonous.
you don't have direct experience with it, but you figure that if he's putting it in a teapot, then yeah, it probably could
Yeah.
produce a poisonous vapor. But
I'll kind of like take a puff there when I see it start to boil. I'll be like, you guys might want to take a step back or two. That is not very good for your lungs.
Well, that looks delicious. Can I have a cup?
and
I
this
mean,
this vapor starts building up in the pagoda, and you see
so we've got. It might be bad for your lungs. Thanks, Sector.
the guy makes a motion with his hand, and around the outside of the pagoda, a wall of stone appears.
Shocking.
How high?
Uh, Floor to ceiling.
Yep, it's a trap. Kill him.
6 inches thick. And let's see. You three. Boom, boom, boom are in the pagoda. And
Good thing I can hold my breath for an hour.
okay, let's put the kettle on the map. And then that way I can target the 3 of you. And let's see. Okay, let's roll for initiative.
Rolled.
Boy, that's 2-1 so far today too.
hey, well, at least I beat Ektar.
You
Barely.
beat the stoner who's like stumbling over in slippers.
I didn't say it was a moment of pride for me, but
You dainty blade dancer elf, you.
that's right.
You +8 initiative bastard.
I'm +4 initiative bastard.
Says
Oh,
plus
Okay.
eight.
+8. It does say +8. What's
Graves, you are
Is your
up
war song on? Your
front.
blade song?
You are encased in this pagoda surrounded by a wall of stone.
And
There's,
Kalik is yelling at you, kill him! Kill him!
and the first thing that we are going to do is do a saving throw against the poison gas coming out, and you save for half damage and take 0 damage.
Well, how'd I pull that off?
Because you still have your rage on.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'll give it to you this time anyway.
Wog, do you have a resist poison ring?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yep. Wearing it.
well, I'm gonna leave the rage on because I am going to rage.
And the circle is the wall of stone.
It's T rage basically.
And I'm gonna scoot around this way, drawing my rapier and hand axe, and shout at this guy, I don't much appreciate being poisoned.
Oh,
So that was
God.
a good start.
Double crits.
Time to die, Mr. Dow.
That's gonna be. Let me just make sure I don't have this active twice by accident. I don't.
Nope.
think
But
so.
you got sneak attack on turn, but I don't know if it's gonna apply. Roll it. Let's find out. Yeah, you had it on twice. No, wait, no, you didn't.
Because I got 2d6.
Yep, you're good.
Yeah, that's right.
I led with 33 damage, and that was light. This is going to be fun.
Yeah, it's a Dow.
I feel like I should say something smart.
And
They some meaty boys.
I'm gonna swing with my hand axe.
Um,
What are you gonna do, Cat?
walk over to where the path was, get out my great axe, and why not? And I'll take 2 swings at the wall. Shoot.
And I unhit
Swing,
the wall.
Nuka.
Yep.
Call me crazy, but I think he hits.
Yes, he did.
Yep.
Oh, and he's punching it too. He has gone aggressively Australian.
And you're making
This
a
is a
little
really good
damage to
make.
it.
This is a really good make. Should hire this person to make our house.
Yeah, it's 6 inches thick.
Yep.
After he
Wow.
says that, I just want to ask: do you think we're all moving in together? You said
Right?
our
No, I
house.
was thinking. Really? Oh, I was just thinking out loud.
So from where I'm at, I can't see him at all because of this wall, right?
Correct.
You know you want a fireball.
What was that?
You know you want a fireball.
Yeah,
Well,
but he can't get
no,
it in there.
I mean,
Uh,
how tall is the wall?
Yeah,
Floor to-
the
floor to
the
ceiling?
entire pagoda
The
is
ceiling, like it's a
covered,
yeah.
including the ceiling.
Okay.
I can
Oh.
take it down if you're wondering. Like I can do that. I can just take it down.
Who
But
said
if
that?
you can take
Alex?
it down too, then you can go ahead. You can go ahead and
I
do
can't.
that.
I can't take the whole thing down, but I can take down part of it.
I can take
Part-
down. I can take down almost all of it.
So, well, if that's the case, then I'll just hold my action till after Ektar goes.
Yeah, just in case you didn't want to like waste a spell, but maybe you
Well,
had
yeah, that's
something
it.
that you could do it too. So,
Well, I
and
can disintegrate a 10-foot section of it.
yeah, okay. Well,
But
that's a bigger spell than I'm gonna burn. I was gonna say if like I'm gonna burn a fifth, so if I think disintegrates your sixth, right?
well, if
Yeah,
you take it down, then I'll try to disintegrate him. So, all right,
yeah, I
So,
can
yeah.
definitely take it down.
all right. So I'll just hold off until Ektar goes. I got time. Dow's gonna club on log for a while, and then Calic's gonna do I don't know whatever it is Calic does. So there you go.
Okay.
If Calic's in there, he can attack, right?
Yes. And let's see. Okay, so we're down to 2.
Hmm.
Okay, you see him slowly start sinking into the boulder that he is sitting on. And he disappears from sight.
I don't suppose that triggers any attacks of opportunity.
You know that the Simpsons movie, how
I don't know if
Homer
it
drops
counts
through the
like
sinkhole?
teleport. Teleports don't do it, so.
Yeah, I'd say not. And let's
It's
see.
almost like he's heading outside to finish out the people outside while the gas kills us in here.
And Calic makes his poison save for half damage.
I mean, I've been spending months with Ektar at this point.
So I've got a stupid question just because I like to try and force physics onto fireballs. This area we're in is at this point effectively a pressure cooker. If Calic used a fireball in here, would that blow the roof off the building?
That would do something, all right.
I mean, I know it would deal a hell of a lot of damage to
I
us.
have a
Um,
very simplistic
I would
objective
say
here.
Like, what's in the water is my question.
It's in
probably 80 to
Sorry.
90%
it's
chance that it blows
just
the
on the
roof.
left as you go in.
I'm not going to do either of those things. I'm just going to cast Eldritch Blast at the pot of tea, or whatever he
Yeah.
made.
I wouldn't recommend doing it now because the Dow left, but if it had still been here.
We don't
So,
know
yes.
they left, though.
Pew pew!
Yeah, just
We
throw
just
the tea
watched
in the
them
water
sink
or
into the
something, you know?
floor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fuck that kettle.
I threw a it's on the tracker for you to target.
Dude, I hate kettles so much, you have no idea. Let's see, I'm
This one
level
time when I was
10.
a child.
I was brutally mauled by kettles.
I was asleep. Snuck into my room.
You got knocked the fuck
Said,
out,
would you
man!
like some coffee?
Just blast the shit out of the kettle. Does that do anything to dissipate the smoke?
Uh, okay. Yes, you smashed the kettle, of which he had popped into the rock and then jumped over to the safety of the kettle. And when you attacked and destroyed the kettle, he instantly reappeared. He's very pissed off. And
They are like fucking genies, though, so, you know, they're just earth genies.
the stone wall um, he drops it because he can't breathe
Uh-oh.
gas either.
Well, that's
Graves
beautiful.
Oh, okay.
Because,
That's way better than a 5th level spell. All right.
well, I don't
Graves
like
just
being
watches
here.
him reappear from the kettle, and he's like, "Oh, hey, asshole!"
Calic is going to use his bonus action now to Misty Step away over the water. And then that'll end my turn.
Okay, what the hell?
You all right?
Yeah, I can't approve the move. There
That's
we go.
weird.
All right, I'm gonna move here. I'm gonna target Dow, and I'm gonna scream, "You ruined tea for everyone!" And then
He did, that
take a
asshole.
swing.
It's true. It's true.
Oh, I should have
We
had.
were traveling for a while. I could have used some non-poison tea.
Asshat Genie. Genie suck. Dow's suck.
Oh, well. Let's see. I should turn advantage on for the next swing.
Yeah.
816. Yay, Ektar's turn.
Yay. Well. So much for that plan then.
I saved you some spell slots.
I guess, yeah, it was a 5th level spell, so that's kind of nice. Although I have been packing it for a while and never had a chance to use it, so. Alright, I'm going to try to frostbite this guy. Nope. Well, that certainly sucked. Let's, and nobody's hurt, really. Okay. Alright, I'm just going to pass then.
Alright. Agron.
Okay. I will. I forgot to do it earlier. I will Blade Song. That will fire up my armor class like 93. And then I will.
By what?
I want to give it the old college try. I'm going to try to disintegrate this thing. Someday I will disintegrate something. See how it goes here. He'll probably easily make his save. Oh, he failed his save. 78 points of damage to the Dow.
Damn.
That's going to leave a mark.
That
He
hurt.
totally jonesed him.
I only have 6 level
Yeah.
spell though, so yeah. But still, I'll take it. I'll take
Yeah,
it.
you,
And then
you totally jonesed him.
I'm gonna move 2, 3, 4,
Oh,
5,
bad joke.
6. I'll move over to there. So hopefully he's got Wog and Graves to take his frustration out on. So there we go.
Yep.
Hey, good times. We had by all. AFK.
Okay, and sorry, Graves, you're up.
Uh,
A lot of ones being rolled on damage dice.
Yeah. And just for shits and giggles, all bonus action for a second hand axe attack. A lot of ones.
Whopping 2 points of damage.
I
Let me
will
take a
repeat.
guess. You're gonna run in there and jump up on his back.
Well, there's still a wall in the way, right?
No.
Nope, the wall's gone.
Wall's gone.
Yeah, I'll run up and whack him in the face a few times.
A few, he says.
Hang around, take a few hits.
And I will do Reckless. And I'll save my rage. And look at Graves. You got this! As he backs away.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's my turn. Okay. Let's start by untargeting everybody. Wog. And okay, I'm gonna attack Wog with a maul.
That's the trailer right there.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
Going to be a big dent in the shell.
Ouch.
Light
Only
damage.
30.
Log laughs at your 30. You could hit him 4 more times like that. He'd keep laughing.
And well, let's see if I can do it again.
You just had to say it.
And he's gonna come up 5 foot.
Calyx just having a good old time out here. The Eldritch Blast, why not? Pew pew. Although now would be a great time for a fireball.
I got other stuff in mind for this jackhole.
And Calyx gonna burn to magic Fonty. Blah. It's gonna burn 2 magical points that he has and fire off another Eldritch Blast round. Then he's gonna get down on his knees and suck some big old dick. Jesus Christ.
I like must have
Calyx
some
burns.
really scuffed up knees.
Is that his motion like to cast the spell? Like the final shot, he goes down to
I
his
don't need to
knees.
hear this. I'm getting another beer.
After all that, it's like Calyx, the star in a Bukkake video.
Ever since he put that third blast in that spell rotation, it's gotten a little weird.
Mm.
The Dow's like, you call that an Eldritch Blast? Come here, I'll show you an Eldritch Blast. Said beer, you had me at beer.
Earth and Fire, number 9.
Ah.
The Dow's sucking wind. He's looking rough.
Yep.
Alright, I'll just move over here and Thorn Whip him. Con saves don't seem to be a
Rack
thing
that
that's
whip.
gonna happen.
I second guessed my attack and screwed myself.
And then he just bumps into Wog. Yeah, that's good.
Okay, Agron, it's up to you. Can you do it?
Let's see. See if he makes his save. He does. Well, let's see what half damage is.
You got knocked the fuck
Oh,
out, man!
I believe I can.
Half damage, you say?
Yep. Oh, he only had 1 hit point left, so it was pretty rough. But that's okay though, because that used a 4th level spell slot.
You kind of
Okay.
put in like some work there, didn't you, Agron?
That's how I roll. It's boom, baby. Boom.
You had to
Definitely
make
show-
up for a few weeks of being a vegetable.
Definitely shows no mercy. Yeah.
Okay.
Covered that, bitch.
You exit this area and you continue and you come
Do we have
back.
anything on him now?
I'm sorry? No.
Did we? Nothing on him?
Yep.
Let me double check.
He's got them all.
Okay, yes, sorry, I did miss that. There is a jade gemstone that you find in the teapot.
Great.
Wreckage of the teapot. You gotta think of it from the teapot standpoint. It's like, I'm a little teapot short, and what the fuck? Bastard! Ah!
Got
Okay.
obliterated. Poor thing.
You come back. You follow the path that you had in the other exit, and you come back to the same sundial. Cheshire's little token or coin that he put on there is on there. Once again, the shadow is on A, and it is on C.
Okay, we've got the C. I guess we gotta go for A now, right?
So it's 3 o'clock.
I mean,
1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock.
we had to have come from A, right? I mean,
Yeah,
right?
you come from A, you've been down A, and you've been down C. And the sundial
Let's
has
go.
two shadows pointing at A and C.
So, B?
Both directions at once?
Let's go down B. It's between A and C, right?
Okay.
That means it's double correct.
You go down B, and 30 seconds later, you end up in another sundial with the shadow pointing at A, D, and F.
Ah, fuck me, boys. I got them. Okay, A, D, and F. Can we get the sundial up again? Or the map with the pathways, sorry. Okay, so A, D, F. There's 2 between A, F, and A and D. There's only 1 between F and D, so let's go down path E.
And just out of curiosity, what are the odds that this is actually supposed to spell something?
If, or, what was it, like C-A...
Mem.
Cafe?
Every time we
Coffee.
reach a new sundial, Cheshire puts a single copper piece somewhere on that dial just to see if we end up coming back to the exact same place. He's doing
Okay.
this as an experiment.
So this isn't a spell a random word puzzle. All right.
No. Okay. You walk down path E, and you come out 30 seconds later with another sundial. This time it's pointing at B, D, F, and H. It's pointing at the four corners of the map.
May, I'm a fucking genius. It's G. Like it's we've been down A, C, and E already, so it's got to be G.
Hmm.
And Trish is like, just tell me the word when you want me to explore all options at once.
I don't
Cool?
have any better idea, so he seems certain, so yeah, let's do it.
He's also really drunk, so you should take all of his opinions with a grain of salt.
Yeah, I'm really high, and I'm not sure of anything right now.
There we go.
I have to say, after like a year and a half, 2 years, I wonder when game high and real life high like blend. Is it like I'm really high? I'm like,
It only takes like a week, trust me.
he does sound high. In my Pathfinder game, one of the guys is a big pothead. He's like, hold on, dudes, I gotta go get the door. Yeah, wow, man, I get this purple pot from Texas.
I don't
Okay.
think that's pot.
No, yeah, we pulled it up online. We took a break. We're like, oh wow, that's really it's a very colorful pot. He's like, yeah, I don't know why, but it's like this weird purple color. He goes, but
It's got-
it's really good pot. So I'm like, oh well.
It's got fucking like fucking fertilizer in it and shit.
God only
Okay.
knows.
You follow the path, and it comes out into this 80-foot square courtyard. And there's a circular pool of water 60 feet across. The water is dark and murky, and you can only see about a foot into it. And at the center of the
There's going to be a
pool,
Chuul in it.
you see this garnet gemstone hovering 1 foot above the water.
I wonder if there's going to be a Chuul in this pool.
What?
I
Anyway,
don't know.
Cheshire, I thought I told you to get down.
Still flapping very hard. It's like, my arms are getting a little bit tired.
Fuck it. Eldritch Blast on the floating thing.
I think we need to hook up a car battery to the pool.
Why is your blight still untyped? Is that just how it goes?
My blight?
Aggron? Yeah.
What's the question? Why is my blight what?
It's
Yeah,
untyped, the
It's
damage
supposed
type.
to be necrotic, yeah.
Okay. You're gonna do what now?
Calic is just fucking finger gun blasting, Eldritch blasting the floating jewel thing.
And what are you doing, Wog?
I was getting ready to swim in and grab the jewel. And then I duck as the Eldritch Batch goes over my head.
It's bold of you to assume that I would not wait for you to get in front of it.
Okay. Yeah, you're blasting the gem, which is not having any effect.
Before you guys do this, before we go too far down this thing, why don't I put a wall of force over the pool, and you can just walk out there and grab the gem or whatever. If there's anything underneath, it wouldn't be able to come up.
It's in the pool.
I could
It's
cast.
floating
I
over
could
the
just.
pool.
I could just make us all walk on water.
Why don't we just let the guy who can actually swim go and get it? Wog?
All right, go crazy.
Like, he's literally the only one of us who has a swim speed, so why not?
All right.
Okay, Wog, you jump into the water, and it's got some depth to it, and you're swimming out over into the middle, and you look up, and there's this floating gem.
Great.
Do you want
Grab the
to?
gem.
Okay.
Yep.
As you grab the gem, uh,
I'm grabbing it with my mouth, by the way. I'm doing like the snapping turtle thing while I
okay,
paddle.
and you see disturbances appear in the water. And let's see if we got a big picture of these guys.
Oh,
There's
You're
really
losing.
these things.
there's a Chuul in the pool.
I said it. It's in the goddamn name.
I know.
I
Fuck
said-
you.
I know. I said put a wall of force across it so they couldn't come up out of the water. Oh no, man, he's got a swim speed. We're gonna
What?
put
You guys-
You can't make a wall of force that wide. We've already
I could have
discussed
given
this.
us all water walking too.
Uh,
It's just
Okay, let's roll for initiative.
It's not even necessary the water walking because the only one in the water is Wog. So you know what, Wog? That sounds like a whole lot of not my problem going on over there.
Excuse me.
It's just all downhill from here, isn't it?
Oh yes.
Pretty much.
Hey, look, there's Chuuls in there. It's a Chuul pool. Yeah, hey, Wog's gonna jump in the water.
Some of us
Okay.
don't read the names because that would be metagaming.
I am not an animal. I am the fighter. Don't hate me. You
I
find me
hate you.
repulsive?
I hate everyone.
You find me repulsive? Yes. yes, you do.
you're up, Gallic.
Oh my god. Alright. Calic's going to use an action to cast Bless on Wog himself and Cheshire, can you walk on water?
I don't
Maybe.
think Calic's going to do that. I think Calic's going to pick a booger and eat it. Because Calic is a booger eating moron. Just
Okay,
saying.
I'm gonna give that to
Oh.
Graves, and then I'm gonna use my bonus action to summon a hammer and hit Agron.
Gobble, gobble, gobble with the booger.
Well,
I will summon a hammer though. I'm gonna go for a number. Oh wait, no, I can't because that. Wait, do the hammers count? No, they don't. They don't require concentration. So yay, hammer!
Cracks me up.
And that's his turn.
let's see here. See, I can go like 15 a turn swimming, right?
You
Oh,
have a
10 foot.
10 foot.
5. Well,
Trust me, you can make it. No matter
Alright.
where you're going, you'll reach at least one of them.
I'm going over here. I think that'd be about 10 feet. Even though it's not the correct path.
Close
Alright.
enough.
Target a Chuul or whatever.
See, I gave it to Graves because I remembered he had a bow.
Guess I'll use a smite on that. Let's see here. The spell. All right, so what are those 2d8s? And I'll take another swing. And I'll use another smite. Let's see, I guess that's 2 6s to reroll. And I guess I'm done.
Okay, and this Chuul is going to swim. I'll slide the hammer out of the way because truly he would be there. And that's going to give him flanking.
I mean, if you just want to delete the hammer, I can keep track of the movement.
And we are going to do a pincer attack, which missed. And we're going to do it again. And that one hit. And we are going to grapple Wog. And since he's grappled, we're going to try a tentacle attack, which he succeeds a saving throw versus poison.
Go, Wog. It's your birthday.
Go Wog. Go Wog.
Okay. I want to run up here, jump off the ledge onto Cruel Seven's head.
Making acrobatics.
That's Chuul 10, actually, not Chuul 7.
Yeah.
And
So-
Wog, while you're being grappled and so forth, occasionally you're getting pulled underwater, which is no big deal. However, you are seeing, like, treasure laying at the bottom of the pool.
Nice.
Go get it,
And
Wog.
Cheshire, yeah, you made it. You're on the head of this lobster.
Bonus action, rage.
Swimming is like difficult terrain, isn't it? Costs double movement. I know that doesn't matter to Cheshire, but just for everyone else.
It doesn't affect. Yeah,
I
for us,
will-
yeah, it doesn't affect with swim speed though.
I'll strike it in the head with my great axe. Or try to. Hit. Then try and jump over to Cruel number 9 onto his head. Use a momentum.
Okay, yeah, let's,
I think he made it.
That's a pretty good roll.
Untarget you. Come on, work.
What is
Tiger.
it, like 15 for a normal roll, 20 for a difficult, and 25 for impossible, and he got a 27.
Nah, missed him. As I try and jump off him onto land, I'm going to try and kick him in the face.
Why don't you just sit on top of his head? What's he gonna do? Pinch you?
Uh,
Well, I mean, yeah, he's gonna pinch you, but
and then I'm going to, it's my final bit of movement, using my feline agility, run back here again.
Let's make the athletics or acrobatics to see if you actually make it off his head onto the...
I'm gonna tell you
You
right
even
now,
had to ask.
Wintermute. If you want to like give Calic a shotgun, I will help you kneecap this cat.
Hey, if anybody is getting a shotgun, it's Graves.
I was planning of jumping across to Cruel number 7, and then going around, but I couldn't.
I just want the cat to fall in water.
Oh god, I just remembered. We need him to remain mobile. We can't get rid of him yet. We need his legs.
I'm gonna use shape water to spritz him in the face.
Okay, number 10 goes swimming over to the side and hops out and is within position to go after this fucking cat who is
Cheshire waves enthusiastically at it.
And we're gonna do a pincer attack. Ooh, that hit. Take a big 4 points of damage, but we're gonna grapple you so I can get a tentacle in. And damn it, you saved on that, but you are grappled.
Okay, let's see what we got here.
Cheshire
So
calls out, "Hey, they're the hugger."
I need a. Okay, and then I gotta hold on here. I'm just trying to check range at distance here. Where the hell's the middle of this thing? Okay, let's see here. So I go like this. So, all right, there we go. So my guy's gonna move over to here. Okay, and then another pointer out there. 60, and then this here should go like this. Trying to find just the right. So, does that catch enough of number 11 to hit him too, or? Hello?
I'm gonna say no. You would either have to go after 10 or after 11.
Either like that or like that.
You know, you could catch all three if you just shifted a little bit.
But that
Like
includes
if I
you
moved
as
over.
well, Wog.
Sometimes you have to go for it, though. I mean,
So,
If
I mean, I could
move,
just do that and just.
go on,
But
man. You know you want to.
I don't. Well, but that's a lot of damage to you.
if you move to the right, so if you move to the left about 5-10 feet, move down 1 or 2, you're able to hit cruel 7, cruel 9, and cruel 10. Easy.
Well, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out. Like I said, I can either do like that and I can only get 3. Looks like. So I guess you know what? I'll just do this, and Wog will take it in the shorts. So
He's okay with it. Trust me.
he says he is. So let's see here. It's gonna get chilly out there. And then let's see how much damage we do.
Wog, my dude, you partially resisted that.
Yeah, I have the Ring of Warmth on.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, but you're seriously getting beat the fuck up. We need to like poke you with healing juice or something.
No, he's not even half yet.
Yeah. He's got lay on hands. I'm not worried.
And I did make sure my blade song was up so that when Chuul number 9 comes over to start some shit, then I'll be able to.
He's gonna teach you why it's called the Crab Shack. All right.
That's right.
I don't know.
I take the opportunity to pull out a carafe of melted butter. A great big set of crab. Come on, motherfucker!
Oh my god.
Who's got crab legs? We've got crab legs. You golly.
All right, that's enough out of you.
I don't know. Just eat your boogers. Shut up.
Stop talking about my boogers.
Can I
They're
do
mine.
it too, Wog?
Hey, I'll bet there's Chuuls in here. What? Huh? Nobody ever listens to the elf. I don't get it.
Why would they?
All right. So following our battle tactic, it seems to be just, even though Wog's there, we're going to just dump ice damage into him.
We're just going to assume he doesn't die.
Mate, we're not even like we don't even Wog doesn't exist, okay? It's just beat the shit out of those dudes. It doesn't let me rephrase that. We're here to hurt Wog. We don't care about the jewels.
If you
Alright.
untarget number 10, I'll let you untarget Wog.
Like, I'm gonna be real with you, Wog. We're just casting these spells to hurt you. We're not even paying attention to the other guys.
Wow.
You know
that's
what?
just so
I'm gonna
cool.
say nah. Oh,
Yeah, but
I feel that I would be letting Wog down if I did that. All right, so I'm gonna drop a whole bunch of ice storm on there. A lot of there's a couple success. All right.
Wog took a little bit of damage that time.
A little bit. And then
Wog's in great shape. Look at Wog go.
yeah.
Look at we
I'll toss Wog. I'll toss Wog a couple of points of heat.
We'll give him a good old rub whenever we're got him back on land. Don't worry.
Put two.
It's got to make you wonder if this was real life. Like you're sitting there, you're fighting a great big lobster, and then all of a sudden you're ice stormed and cone of colded, and you're freezing, and you probably all your
max health.
fingers are black, and then out of nowhere you get like 2 hit points back. You're like,
Ice
"Oh,
boulders comes. Ice boulders comes out. Well,
You
he only
know.
took 16 damage from me, and I gave him 14 back. So
Man, it's like he's getting like some hard dick from the rest of us, and then we give him like $2. It's like, here, clean yourself up.
Like, speak
Yeah.
for
like I like
yourself.
like the spell says like a bunch of giant hailstones fall from. So I just imagine things in the water, like trying to stay near the top of the water, getting pelted and like
Yeah,
are
no
now
kidding.
being knocked
Telling you, I mean-
unconscious and being drowned.
Oh
Beat the
man,
crap, like,
I have
with
been
friends-
in a
friends
I've
like
been in a
this.
swimming pool with a hailstorm going on, and like it was the weirdest shit because like those things would scythe through the water.
I'm going to make an actual spell, create melted butter. It'd be cool to turn the whole pool into melted butter. That would really send a message.
Don't
Powerful
you
message.
have the alchemy jug for the melted butter?
I have the alchemy jug. The butter is mine, motherfucker.
No, we in this
Oh,
scenario.
and
we would,
by the way,
throw ma-
anything on the ground that's in that circle is difficult terrain. But I assume the water part wouldn't be difficult terrain because all the boulders would sink to the bottom.
Right.
Oh, that's some bullshit. I'm gonna burn an inspiration to reroll one of those longbow attacks.
there you go.
Hey, there we go. And he's within 5, or Log is within 5 feet of him, so that meets the criteria for ranged sneak attacks. Why'd that just roll like all of the damage?
Ow!
Oh, this time it actually did roll sneak attack twice. What the fuck?
You gotta spam.
No, it just rolled
Hmm.
it once.
Are you
no,
sure? Because I'm only
no,
supposed
it
to have
hit him
2
twice.
D6.
No, it used sneak attack twice.
It says effect 4d6 on it.
It's doing the on-turn sneak attack, and then it's doing the manually added sneak attack. You need to get rid of one of them.
I manually added the sneak attack with the melee attacks I did the last combat, and it just didn't happen.
It's just due to how the Fantasy Grounds works. You've got a dude who's adjacent, and it registers that, but it doesn't register it for the other thing. In this case, you'll need to turn off the automatic sneak attacks if you don't want this to continually happen.
Yeah, I'm gonna just turn it off, delete it.
I mean, that's why I disabled it for Ratmech. It was honestly just, it doesn't work. Be nice if it did, but no.
So he would get back 4 points.
Oh, and I can do my combat superiorities now too. Not that that makes a difference right now. Alright, that's my turn. I'll be right back.
Alright, number 11, we're gonna do a pincer attack against Wog. That hits. We're gonna grapple him. We're gonna do a save. And Wog makes a save. Number 9 is gonna swim over to the side of the pool, and we are going to use our pincher that has a range of 10 feet to attack Agron, which was a hit.
You
What
want to go
armor
for a
class?
dip?
What armor class did it hit?
22.
Yeah.
22. Okay. I believe I have a 21 right now, so I will cast shield.
Oh my god. Wait, no, I use shield too. Continue.
So armor class 26.
Okay, so
Did-
15 comes
It is my mission to be
off.
the Balkoth of this group.
Honestly, it's kind of hard to hit people with the shield spell. It's honestly kind of aggravating.
Yes, it is.
Alright, well, I'm going to be a dick and cast Fireball. No. I'm going to use a fire spell, though. Step forward 10 feet, and I'm going to cast Burning Hands on 9 and 7 here. Pew pew!
Burn away. Burn away.
Let me just check something on my staff real quick. If I pump more slots into the spell, does that increase the damage?
Which spell?
No, it doesn't. Okay. It's like this. The spells on the Staff of Fire. They use up like charges, but I can't like pump charges into a particular spell to increase its damage. So it's just like the basic version. So here we go. Yeah, I'll take it. And then bonus action, hit with a hammer.
Smack away. Alright,
Okay.
Wog, you are grappled, so let's get a strength check out of you.
Okay.
And you, sir, are no longer grappled.
All right. I'll take a swing at Chuul 11.
And I'm back.
Wow.
So, like, I've got a question. Kalik has innate resistance to fire damage, and the Staff of Fire gives me resistance to fire
They don't
damage.
stack.
Come on, give me immunity.
They don't
Nope.
stack.
I want to do the fireballs at point blank.
Make a deal with your father. Dad, make me immune. I'll give you my soul.
No, it's not worth it, man. That's what Wog's for.
Wog, choose another to put your damage on.
Oh, he's dead.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you can do number 7.
All
Oh, I
right.
thought you were going to tell him to hit me.
Okay. We'll go ahead and attack him. And I'll go ahead and use a smite. Roll the one die. Guess didn't do anything. And we're done.
And 7's going to hit you. Nope, gonna try again. Nope. And for shits and giggles, we're just gonna swim around to the other side. Alright, Cat, you're grappled. Let's get your strength check, please. And you are no longer grappled.
Okay, I'll target Chuul 10. Gray attacks him in the face. Hits. The other bird looks fine. So, got to Reckless. The great weapon again. Yay, crit.
Yeah, baby.
And then a unarmed strike. That's a bonus action. And
Go ahead, don't run away. Don't run away. Don't be a coward for once in your life. Stand there and take it.
He's a
Come on,
scaredy
you've got
cat. He's a scaredy cat. Come
You've
on.
got
He can run.
146 hit points.
I gotta go.
146 movement. He can get the fuck out of
No, he's fucking gone, man.
there. He's already on the next map.
Man, he's like 7 maps over, and he's hanging out with another Dow. He's like, "Oh yeah, your brother? No, I'm sorry, he's dead, man."
Okay, so that would be
Chuul just sees this fur outline of where Cheshire was.
20 into the pool, and then another 10. Agron.
Okay, well, since I've got old Buttholio here right in front of me, and then let's see here. I'm debating if I should just hit the guy right in front of me, or actually, I will. I think I can get all 3 of these guys, right? Oh yeah, no problem. Yeah, I'll get all 3 of them. I could even miss Wog. We'll cool.
Do you really want to miss Wog?
Yeah. 5. Well, 2 minutes. Let's see how it goes.
You got knocked the fuck out, man.
So let's see
You
here. 40.
motherfucker. You
Got
motherfucker.
Well, I mean, it's all about, and then I will, I'll just stay
Hector,
there.
Hector's
He
just in the
tries to
back
attack.
going, "Freeze!"
If he tries to attack,
Okay.
again, I'll just shield again.
Okay. The question is now: you've done Cone of Cold on it twice now? Is the ice on the water thick enough to run over?
Man, you've got so much movement, it doesn't even matter. It's difficult terrain, but you can cover like 900 plus feet in a second.
For 1 round. You
We
can
just freeze the top of.
yeah,
Alright.
you're just freezing the top. You can
Yeah,
run
we
over it,
pull Wog out.
but if you're still on it when you end your turn, you're getting wet the next round.
Okay.
We just pull
bad.
Wog out of it and we freeze the top of the pool and we leave.
Let's keep the ice thing going. I'm
That,
gonna
or we
try
could aim
frostbite
for a
on
Wogsicle.
9. Aha.
You got knocked the fuck out, man!
And he's locked in an ice cube. And I'll give Wog a couple more points. Perfectly balanced, as all things should be. You got max last time, got lows this time.
Okay. I'm going to take a shot with the longbow. That's disappointing. I'm going to take another shot with the longbow. There we go. And he's still within 5 feet of Wog.
Oh, and this is gone too. This at the end of my turn, everything melts away.
And he takes an arrow to the claw. And I think that's it.
All right, Calic.
Woo! Oh god, who
Finish
am I
it
gonna
off.
hit? No! Pew pew!
Motherfucker.
You got knocked the fuck out, man!
And for good measure, he'll hit it with a hammer.
I think you mean
yeah,
I think you mean
he's
a big
done.
pair of crab crackers.
Absolutely.
Wog's probably pretty cold too.
Agron, you kind of messed with my plan there when you killed my dude.
I'm sorry.
Aaron, or
'Cause
When I say I'm sorry, I mean,
Wog, are you okay in there?
Yeah, there's tons of treasure in the pool too.
you know, I pointed out
Go
that
get it and bring it up so we can have it.
that Wog had seen the treasure, right? Well, you
Yeah.
know, the bad guys can use the treasure as well. So I was gonna have one of them go down and grab the potion of fire breath. And
Come on.
coulda, shoulda,
come
coulda.
up and probably singe Agron because just because.
I
Well,
mean,
if you probably feel frustrated right now or looking for revenge, feel free to take it out on Calic. Just saying.
hey, come on, dude. I'm just going with the groove. I don't know what's going on.
Okay. Treasure wise, you're going to love this. You find 3 +1 daggers. You find 1 drift globe, an elemental gem, a potion of fire breath, a potion of growth, 6 potions of healing, and 1 wand of fear.
Fuck
Great.
me.
I'd like to take a short
That is
rest,
quite a
heal
treasure.
up a little.
Cheshire is caressing the potion of growth.
I kind of
And-
want the elemental gem. That'd be cool.
But what's
Make a
the
fire
drift
breath.
thing do?
Uh,
It's like a nightlight. It's a light bulb, basically.
yeah, it just floats around. The elemental gem is an air elemental.
Yeah, it just seems to fit the druid thing. That's why. That's the only reason why I want it.
I'm still in the drift globe. Fuck everybody.
And fire breath, I want that
Is
too.
Calic afraid of the dark?
Because I have one
On it-
already, and now I have two.
No, I just want to sell it.
All right, so I want to take a short rest and heal up briefly.
Honestly, though, it would probably be a good idea to keep that drift globe with us.
So okay with
Yeah,
a short
it's
rest.
yeah, it's like magic light. It's always good to have.
What members of our party do not have dark vision?
I
Me.
don't, but I have ways around it, but I don't have dark vision unless I turn into a cat or some shit, you know.
I don't think
I'm
I have
gonna
dark vision.
grab myself
You're an
a
elf, you
potion of
do, yeah.
healing.
Okay. I have
Uh,
keen senses.
I'm gonna take 1+1 dagger.
Yeah, boy. Now, the important question, who wants the Wand of Fear?
Not me. I can't use wands.
It's only you or Agron. Warlock, sorcerer, and wizard.
Agron, you don't want it?
I mean, I'll take it if no one else wants to.
Just
Take it, my dude. I've already got the staff.
I can't use it, so.
just says requires achievement. That's it.
Yeah, it's like you on a command you could like.
Oh
command
yeah,
somebody
no,
to-
anybody can use it. Sorry, I was reading the bottom where it says sorcerer, warlock, wizard can use it as a spell focus. My bad. Anybody can use it.
Yeah, we can use it as a spell focus, but anybody can actually use it.
Yeah.
I mean,
but
honestly,
totally.
I have a bad habit
Oh.
of, like, when I get wands, I tend to forget I have them.
What about Cheshire having the wand? Because he kind of like maneuver the cones everywhere faster.
I mean, I could take it. I'll take another. Well, I mean, it requires attunement, so I don't think I actually can.
I'm pretty sure I have let me see how many slots I have available.
Yeah, I might be at full attunement too, and either
Uh,
way, my hands are always full in combat. I'm
I
either
have-
dual wielding
Hey,
or
hold up,
I have
I
one
don't think
slot free.
Hector. Why don't you just
I-
take it? Come on, you're a spellcaster. Everybody else is gonna be busy using their
I
melee
could
weapons.
take it. Like I could take it, but I'm just checking to see if I can attune to it.
Everybody can attune to it.
No, I mean
Okay,
if I have the slot.
Look, if
Oh,
I
okay.
take it, I can just run behind the enemies, cast on the entire group, then run back.
I think that's called being an asshole.
Yes.
Wait, that's a 60-foot cone. You ain't getting behind people
I
with
do
that.
have a slot. I do have a slot.
You would
I
blast
only
the
have
whole
the 2
group.
rings.
Be perfect.
Fear me, for I am Cheshire.
Yeah, it'd be perfect. Like with his maneuverability.
Like I'm fine if he wants to take it too. It doesn't matter to me.
If I don't end up using it in the week, someone else can have it. Simple enough.
All right. So everyone
Yeah.
good with the short
Just
rest?
somebody should have it probably is instead of it just sitting there.
Oh yeah, we've been on the receiving
Unless one of
end
those
that.
daggers is bone, I can't use it. So
Okay, so they have a couple of potions. I have 1 or 2. I got a potion of greater healing and a potion of healing on me, so I'm good. But who wants the others?
I don't have any healing potions. I mean,
I have 1 healing potion.
I'll grab 2.
Give one to Agron. I think he might need it.
What do I need?
Do you
Potion
have
of
any
healing.
healing potions?
So can I take the short rest and use some points? Or
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
I
just
went
sticking
ahead.
we're just sticking around over loot.
For shits and giggles, Cheshire hops in the water and creates a really nasty whirlpool.
see, how many dice can I use at once?
As many as
All
you
of
like.
This was one
Isn't
thing I
it
was
like up to
thinking.
half
Could
your
I
level?
use like create food to make just like tea leaves, and then with control water and control flames, I could just like make this whole thing a giant like big bath of tea.
With enough time, yes, you could.
I would allow it.
The real question is, do you want to drink tea water that's had 4 Chuuls hanging out in it?
as well as a ton of treasure that's been who knows where.
And Wog's been swimming in it.
My body can
Well, the
fight this stuff
Chuul's
off.
look delicious. So you got the butter, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I got butter.
Great. Let's go and fry up some Chuuls.
And the crab
Make some
crackers
clarified
too.
butter. Yeah.
That's.
Mm.
Do y'all mind if we take 10 here?
Sure.
It's fine with me.
Sure.
Gracias. I'm back.
Oh, hello.
Who dares summon me?
Are you guys going to be watching Arcane later tonight?
What's that?
That's a what?
Arcane, it's a new show on Netflix that just about to pop out.
I never heard of it.
I don't think I've ever told you how much I hate Netflix, but let me give you the down low. I hate it so much that if I had to express it in words, I would write a big fucking book, 6,000 pages long, about how much Netflix can, I don't know.
Can you do
What
it
am I
by
looking
next
for
week?
here? I
Yeah.
probably could, yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
okay, do it by next week. We'll read it then. We'll
I
read it
agree.
then.
Ah, yes, I know what I was going to say.
Yeah.
They could, Netflix could give me a reach around. That's what I would suggest.
You know, speaking of
And every
6,000,
time a new word say fuck in it, you have to write an extra 1,000 words.
Ah, shit.
speaking of 6,000
That's
pages,
500. That's 500 words right there, though.
in 2 weeks, Wheel of Time comes to Amazon.
What the hell is
looking
Wheel of...
surprisingly
Oh, wait,
good.
Wheel of Time.
It's looking surprisingly good.
It is.
I
I'm
don't wanna
really,
get
I'm
my
really
hopes
kind of
up,
excited.
yeah.
Yeah.
It took me a second for my brain to catch up with my mouth and remember what that was.
Yeah, you know, I that's one of my favorite all-time books. Every year on my birthday, I would reread the books. I'd start reading them on my birthday. It took me about 2 to 3 weeks to go through all 15 books. But yeah,
What
that's my
books?
favorite. The Wheel of Time.
Oh,
The series.
I like the Circle of Light books.
Yeah, Wheel of Time, there's 15 books. They average, I think, around 750, 850 pages. So
I like
it's
the
a
Borables a lot too. You ever
it's a
read that one?
very, very it's going to be interesting to see how they say this is season 1, so they'll see how it goes.
That's what I mean. Like, how many books are they going to cram into season 1?
Well,
Right?
you know, I think they can do all. Well, I think first of all, I read that they're trying to replicate the success of Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
And so, in theory, the thing is, there was a lot of fluff in those books. You could chop them down to a third of the size and still,
Right.
Yeah.
Right around like book 8 to like book 6 to
12,
book 10 or something.
8,
You could like
yeah, 8 to
basically cut
10,
it.
8 to 12. You could really
Yeah.
chop out a lot.
And the-
Well, you know, it's interesting. The author, he had the last 3 books written, and then his house burned down. All 3 manuscripts burned with it. And then he
Okay.
found out he had blood cancer, some sort of rare blood disease.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And so,
Wait, are you talking about Martin?
No,
I forget the guy's name.
Jordan.
Yes, Robert Jordan. Yeah, they the first 5 books or so, I read those. They just, to me personally, were riveting. Like I couldn't put them down. You know, I'd read until my neck cramped. But then he went through a period where the the world just exploded, and he had all these subplots. He had them going 20 different directions, and that was kind of a pain in the ass. And then once he found out he was,
It did wrap up nicely, like once they did get to that point, but I mean there's a slog. There's a slog.
right, and then he once when all of his books burned, the last 3 chapters or 3 books, he handpicked the guy that was going to write the rest of the series. Then they spent a year together where he worked with the guy to develop the plots and wrap everything up. And then he passed away, and then the other guy finished writing the books, and he did a great job.
Brandon Sanderson. It was Brandon
Yes.
Sanderson, who's really big on his own now.
Yeah.
And what books are these?
It's called The Wheel of Time.
Ah,
If you like fantasy books like I do, I used to read a lot.
It's
I don't read anymore.
light. It's a light fantasy in the sense it's not like Game of Thrones where the violence goes to considerable like lengths. Like
Right. It's kind of like
it's a lot lighter than that. Yeah.
it's kind of like Game of Thrones meets Narnia.
Man, Martin has a sadism fetish. You can't really compare Game of Thrones to much of anything else.
Yeah.
Well,
and
the
he's
problem
never
with
gonna
Game of
finish
Thrones.
No, but just but
Yeah.
that's the thing is it does get compared because Jordan when Martin wrote his third book, Jordan put like a blurb in it or something about like greatest fantasy book I've read in 10 years or some shit like that. And and he said he owed Robert Jordan a lot for his success because of that.
No.
So a lot of people compare the two series, but there's really like as far as content goes, it's not the same.
Mate, that's
If
like
Martin
fucking
doesn't-
Elvis Presley hitting a blurb up in Tupac's latest album. This was my favorite thing ever, y'all.
Well, he did.
Well, Robert
so-
Jordan.
But it's
Wheel of
fantasy
Time
writers,
sold-
right? Like you hear of these fantasy writers when you look for a new fantasy writer, and you're like, "Oh,
Right.
Robert Jordan said this was great. I'm going to read it."
Wheel
And,
of Time
but the
sold-
content is different. Yeah.
If the
Yeah,
game
Will-
if Song of Ice and Fire doesn't get finished, that's gonna be like world-endingly catastrophic
he's
because
never
people are
gonna
Hear me now. I
agree.
say this to you
agree.
truly. George R.R. Martin will get hit by a bus before he ever finishes those books.
No, because if the HBO series is the only official ending, then people are gonna lose their fucking minds.
It's canon! Accept it!
No!
That's the problem. Is
Fine,
Martin never
it's fine if
finished the
it's
book.
canon, it just has to be written better.
They never
The
should
writing
have.
was bullshit.
They never should have picked up a series where the books weren't written yet.
Oh,
so
dude.
basically you have Holly
Fucking,
write. Yeah.
fucking
it was such a
welcome
fuck-up.
to my
Well,
world. I've
Yeah,
been
they
dealing with
Martin-
this
Martin,
shit
like
with
always,
manga
says that
and
he thought he
anime
could
for
get it done.
decades.
Yeah. Like Martin,
Will-
like always, says he would have had his books done by the last season, and of course, no, he doesn't even get a single book out during the whole fucking series.
Yeah.
But
Well, he probably-
like
He was part
That's
of
what
Anime
he
and
does.
manga are a terrible example because I think a lot of anime are just advertisements for the mangas at this point.
Yeah.
It's like just you all are
Okay.
talking about this, and I'm just thinking back to decades of pain. It's like
All right, back to the game. You're at the sundial, which is the exact same one you were just at. Now, the shadows are pointing at the four corners of the map. B, D, F, and H. However, as you're looking more at the sundial this time around,
Are any of my coins there?
yes, this is the exact same one you just left. And,
motherfucker. I was wrong.
as you are looking at the sundial, you see that the shadows slowly start rotating around the face of the sundial, and they spin faster and they become shorter until they shrink into the that little thing on the sundial and cast no shadow at all. So it's like they're getting sucked in by the sundial.
What about our shadows?
Your shadows are normal in relation to the sun.
Just for fun, can I
I'm
try and
going to
lift
grab
sundial?
this. I was going to grab the sundial and see if I can actually twist it around
Okay.
to face the tower.
Okay, and you're doing what, Graves?
I was gonna see if I could lift it up, see if there's like a secret passage underneath.
Okay, both of you all pretty much touch the sundial at the exact same time. and you're able to cast a quick oh shit glance at one another as you realize that you are being sucked into the sundial. And poof,
That's gotta suck.
you are
This
gone.
sucks.
Interesting.
Well, I guess it's time to move on then.
Wait for me! Calic reaches out, runs over, and touches the sundial.
And you get sucked into it.
Well, the two new guys and Colic are gone. I think we won, guys.
Yeah,
There you go.
I guess it's
I'm
time to
good.
move on.
I'm good. I guess
Go
let's,
home, retire.
we go back to this council and say, yeah, it wasn't really the way you thought it'd be.
Can you
So
get out of
anyway.
the maze though? I don't think it was ever
Fucking
established. which way
Calic
we
was
came
like,
in.
no, don't leave me here with them. Take me with you.
Okay, as you retrace your steps out, every time the path just curves back around and you're at the exact same sundial again.
Touch the sundial.
And Graves, you get sucked into it.
I was already.
He already
sucked into
was.
it.
He just wants
I'm
us to
telling
go
them,
away.
touch the sundial. Do it.
Oh well.
He has already fully embraced the suck.
All right, I'll go do it. Hector, I'll go up and grab it.
Wog?
See what happens if I try to block the sun from reaching the dial.
Just touch the damn dial.
Yeah, the sun, the shadows that are being cast from the sundial have absolutely nothing to do with the position of the sun in the sky.
As he's absent-mindedly checking this, his hand brushes against the steel of the dial.
And Wog, you get sucked in. And you all find yourself
I'm not in
emerging
there.
from the sky, and you are falling and falling and falling, and you see the ground start rushing up closer, and suddenly
Can I
I know
swim
one
over
of you has
to?
featherfall.
I swim up to. I
I'm
move in
way
the air to
behind them, so I'm
find,
waiting to see what happens to you guys.
I try and swim over to the air to find Wog.
Are you
Grab him,
swimming in the air?
and then put him in front of me so he hits the ground first.
I don't even think I'm in the sundial yet. I think I'm still hanging out by it. Like, wow, everybody disappeared. Now what do I do?
Yeah. are
If
you gonna
if
touch
I
it?
can't get Wog, I get Calic
I
instead.
do. I do.
Hey, what's happening?
I guess I touch
well,
the sundial.
Are we
Yeah.
falling?
You know that scene in the new Predator movie where they're wake up and they're falling out of the sky?
No.
Well, yeah,
Thank God.
You're parachuting without a paddle.
you are falling out of the sky, and at the very last possible minute, you slow down and you land harmlessly at a sundial.
No, I
Oh,
was
for
gonna
the
cast.
love of
I
God!
was gonna cast Featherfall, but all right.
And Cheshire, this does not have any of your coins on it.
I grab a silver coin and place a silver coin on it.
And you notice that this time round, the shadow is pointing at every path simultaneously.
Let's just pick one and go.
I try and grab the sundial and move it.
It does not move.
Peace out, y'all. Calic turns and he walks down path A.
I guess I'll follow suit.
Yep.
We could all just go to E, though.
That, or we could go down a separate path and see what happens. Split party.
Follow on A.
No, I emphatically veto that shit. You never split the party. I don't want to let Wog out of my sight.
Okay, we all go in different directions, and Kalik and Wog go alone in the shadowy tunnel.
And you know what's amazing? You all emerge at the
It's
same
amazing.
spot together.
No, fuck that. Amazing. You can no.
And Ektar, remind me, I owe you an amazing inspiration point for that pun.
You should take points from him for that.
Just take one from Kalik and we'll call it even.
Ha ha! Joke's on you. I don't have any.
And you, like I said, you all go down your separate paths and you all end up in the same hedge-surrounded pasture. And it's larger than any open area you would have expected to find. And it's 90 feet across and about 150 feet long. And it's got boulders in it. It looks like a pasture. It's got a large pond to one side, a fenced vegetable garden, and an oversized cottage on the other. You can see sheep that are grazing in the pastures, tended by a pair of cyclops, but none of them appear to be moving. They appear frozen in time.
Well, I see no reason to interfere. Let's just pass on through.
But what if we move
the-
them and put them in a very suggestive position?
Mate, if you think you can move the Cyclops by yourself without like a crane,
No,
you're
I was
welcome
just gonna
to.
have Wog
How
do it.
about let's not touch the Cyclops, because that will probably bring it to life.
Yeah, no, we're just passing on through. Let's go.
If we don't bring it to life, though, it'll make it look like 3 Cyclops statues in a 3-way.
No, we're not touching the Cyclops. That's
Uh,
3 eyes too many. Okay.
Is it just me, or that's I'm getting a weird feeling that maybe the dragons are being involved with this. We're dealing with dragons anyway, but I feel I don't know.
Cheshire, why don't you go ahead and punch one of them Cyclops? See what
Okay.
happens.
Yes.
I'm currently inspecting to see if any have
as
anything
you
worth looting.
all move into the pasture, everything starts animating, and
Oh.
the sheep are grazing, the cyclops start moving, and they happen to look over at you all and notice you, and you see
Afternoon.
them play a game of rock, paper, scissors. And
Yeah,
Guys,
that
if we
sounds
don't
fun.
move, they
Let's
can't
play.
see us. That's
As
what I'll
I
say
do
to
that,
Graves. As I say to Graves and Wog and Cheshire as I'm moving backwards. If we don't move, they can't see us.
I don't think that's how that works.
as I do that, Cheshire just darts. Like, nope.
You should play rock paper scissors with them.
So, the one that loses comes over and, he's moving towards you. And,
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. He moves towards you, and as he's coming, he reaches down and he scoops up a small boulder from the ground. And he points at you. And then he looks downfield, and he heaves the boulder, and it flies about 100 feet, and then it bounces and it rolls for another 20 feet, and you see the two Cyclops high five one another, and then they turn and look at you.
Hey,
Okay.
What do we have
This
to
is not
do?
gonna be fun.
Outthrow them, I guess.
yeah,
Outthrow
let's go
them,
ahead and
or do we get eaten?
yeah.
Hear me out. We ignore them and we just pass through the pasture.
Chester's already at the other side.
Looking
Of
for a
course
rock.
it is.
Where's the boulder? I'm gonna go ahead and throw one.
Are there rocks of a reasonable size that us lesser medium creatures can throw?
Not really. That they are at least 2 feet in diameter and weigh approximately 500 pounds.
Ah,
Now, there are
anybody got a? There are what?
there are some creative spellcasting solutions.
Well, that was going to be my question. Anybody got like a spell or potion of giant size?
Well, doesn't Cheshire have a giant like gauntlets?
I have
No,
a
he has
potion of
gauntlets
Got
of
growth.
extra
growth.
strength.
Got growth spell too.
Yeah, I'm just leaving. Fuck this.
Yeah, I got nothing for throwing boulders.
I have a potion
wow.
of storm giant strength.
There you go.
That could maybe work.
Yeah, go for it.
We could throw a log.
Yeah, have a sip. Take the storm giant strength. Give it a throw.
Cheshire, you and Callig exit the field, right? And you go down
Yep,
the
we're gone.
maze, and you come right back into the room you just left.
Motherfucker.
Graves is going to turn around and look at them, and he says, "Y'all didn't really expect anything different, did you?"
Just for once, I would like for things to be simple. Hey, Giants, if we were to just kill you, would we be able to leave this place?
I have doubts.
Seems like a
So nobody has anything to increase size.
Yeah, we
I
have
could-
the size potion, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, size
I
potion plus storm giant strength. Good to go.
I could turn into
Double
a Tyrannosaurus Rex. I mean, that's
No, they don't have
kinda-
arms. They can't really throw.
Yeah, he doesn't have arms. He would just throw it with his mouth or with his tail.
What's the size on the potion of giant size?
Giant.
Large, huge, gargantuan.
Who has this potion?
I have it.
What does it say?
Enlarge or reduce spell.
So just
I can make myself one
large.
size larger or one size smaller, so I can become either small or huge.
Okay, go for it.
You sure?
Yeah. So storm giant strength plus large equals boulder tossing joy.
How big is that boulder again?
500 pounds.
Yeah,
Yeah, well-
you're not throwing that even if you are enlarged.
Well, the
Okay.
potion of Storm Giant Strength gives you a strength score of 29, so that would make your maximum load a bit over 500 pounds.
Uh,
I mean,
What-
max
what-
load and throwing is a bit different.
what is the opposite of enlarge?
Reduce.
Reduce. But we only have one potion. And it's a potion. I know what you're thinking. We can't make the rock drink the potion.
Sorry, I was thinking it was a spell.
I mean,
if it
if
was a spell, that would make things easier.
Yeah, we could just like have Agron change out his spellbook and cast Enlarge and Reduce. Wait, Agron, you can change out your spells for Enlarge and Reduce.
Well, I mean, we'd have to take a whole long rest to do that. I don't even know if I have that in my book.
Levitate is a possibility.
Does anybody have Levitate?
I doubt it.
Nope.
Probably nobody has telekinesis.
Nope. We have Jack Diddley shit for throwing.
Cheshire picks up a pebble off the ground and throws it as far as he can.
Well,
would it be easier
based
just
on my knowledge of the situation, our two options are fight the Cyclopses to the death, or
I mean, they never answered my question.
What was your question?
If killing them would let us pass through.
Why would they answer that?
I don't know. It might be in their best interest, is all I'm saying.
They're clearly Cyclops mimes. You're not going to get an answer unless you pantomime or something.
You can clear them, and they only speak Cyclopsian or whatever it is.
Let's find out.
They speak giant.
Oh, does anybody speak giant?
Speak Aquan.
What's that under?
No,
Ability?
nobody speaks giant.
Okay.
No, I'm checking. Where's the? Apparently, I haven't actually chosen.
Your boulder has to fly further than theirs. How you accomplish it doesn't matter to them, but you can't drag it or carry it. It's gotta fly at least part of the distance.
So if
Does
I
anybody?
Okay, I know what we'll do. We'll use
and throw it from there.
Okay, what if we use the alchemy jug and grease the ground for the rock?
I was actually kind of thinking that, Log. We could like take this water and we could like spread it out, then freeze it over, or we could grease the ground and just slide the rock across.
Like curling?
I was more thinking like a slip and slide, but
we're all Canadians, eh? Let's curl.
Yeah.
What if you just sort of like grease it and then thorn whip the boulder along?
I mean, if I'm
I
being honest,
don't think that works.
Canadians are like the cucks of the world.
They are Canadians.
Yeah.
They are from Canada.
It's like we have good beer, lot strippers, and snow. Those are our primary exports.
I'm gonna try and lift the boulder. Just to see if Cheshire can.
What?
Lift it.
What's your lift total, Cheshire?
We have a carry thing, how much you can carry, but let's just try.
What is your encumbrance under inventory tab?
With the potion, Sheer said it gave you what, strength 29?
Correct.
I can carry, like, I can easily carry 285 pounds. So I can push, lag, or lift 570 pounds.
Honestly, I think greasing up the ground and then pushing
I
the
can-
boulder around it would be
can-
our best bet.
So I can lift the boulder. It's just
I can't.
Uh-huh.
I have a strength of 8.
And we would, I would count the, if you lift it and gave it a toss onto the grease or the ice as counting as part of your flight.
I mean, there's only big boulders here, right? There's no medium boulders,
Correct.
no small
Um,
boulders.
They are
Okay,
2 foot, 500 pounds.
What if we were to break the boulders?
I have an idea. First of all, we need that fence.
Wait, you guys have an illusion spell, right?
I don't.
No.
What? Okay, I got an idea. So
Mate, we are kitted
write-
out for killing fucking dragons. We don't get into the business of sliding and throwing boulders around
Okay,
like,
guys,
Lord, I am
I got
Grog. I throw boulders very good.
okay, I
You
got the
know-
idea. I know exactly what to do. So I write boulder on my shell, and I tuck my
Log,
heads in
eat
underneath.
shit, alright? Just eat it. Take the big old log of shit, stuff it in your mouth. Just
Go for it. Go for it, Cheshire. Give me a quick toss.
How
They'll
much
never
do you
know.
weigh?
Why don't we just like
Only
walk
three
He
minutes.
away
weighs like
and see what they
400
do?
pounds. He weighs
Yeah.
almost as much as a boulder. He weighs like 400
Yeah.
pounds.
We already
but-
tried that.
I think it'd be
It'll be
better if you did
fine.
like a slip and slide where you write boulder on your shell and you take a run and then just jump and slide.
Okay, so
That'd be fine.
I can kind of
can't-
like roll, like
So-
internally, just gonna roll, like in the shell, so they don't notice
okay.
that it's the me
so
rolling.
we can't carry the boulder.
Correct.
We have to throw it at least a distance.
Yep.
And what was the other rule?
It's got to go further than theirs. When it stops.
Which is 120 feet.
Okay, Cheshire quickly stops and what's also these rocks next to Cheshire? What are they? These piles of mounds in the middle of the map.
The rocks.
Those look like shrubbery to me.
Or the corpses
Yeah,
for the
I'm
people
gonna
that have
say
eaten.
they're. I don't know. It wouldn't. Yeah, that would be the shed. That's the fence. We're gonna say the vegetable garden.
Okay, you know how if you put two pieces of, like, two planks of wood on the outside of a ball and lift them, how you can get the ball to roll down further? Imagine repeating that all the way down. We're not lifting it. We're not dragging it.
I have
We
a
get 2 bits of
10-foot
fence.
pole.
I have a 10-foot pole too. Plus, we've got a fence next to us. We just kind of roll it down 10 feet. The next person, like in the ball, rolls on top of the next lot. The next 2 people lift, and just repeat.
You've
That's the-
gotten way too complicated for anybody to follow. Because like half of us are drunk and the other half are high.
Yeah, you're. I'm gonna say that probably wouldn't work. You're probably better off with the ice or grease or hell, even the mayonnaise from the alchemy jug.
Calic pulls out his alchemy jug. He's gonna take all 2 gallons of mayonnaise and he's gonna start spreading it along the ground.
Does anyone have the suggestion or command spell? The actual spell?
Why?
The fear wand has command, I think.
Not
As
really.
in, we get the Cyclops to throw it for us.
I mean, that's smart, but we don't have that
You know-
spell, no.
Because I say, I pick up the thing,
I
they
got-
pick up me, they throw
I got-
Cheshire, and Cheshire
I
throws
got-
it over
I
anyway.
got nothing like that. I don't have any utilitarian spells like what we need. All mine are attack spells.
I figured if
So-
something needed to be thrown,
Uh,
it wouldn't be me.
Okay, does anybody have invisibility?
I do. That I do have. I think I do.
How would invisibility help?
They
Well,
can't see it.
wait.
All this floats. Yeah.
We have already decided
Just
that
turn-
Cheshire can pick up the boulder.
Yeah, turn him
So-
invisible and make it look like he's running with it, and he can, and
yeah.
it's like throwing it because he's
Yeah.
fast.
You make it look like Wog is throwing the boulder, and Cheshire's just
Yeah.
picking it up, running with it.
Yep, that works.
Yeah, do the throwing motion.
That's a great idea.
I
So
guess.
dumb.
It's
That's a great idea. I
I
would.
mean, it seems like our only other
Xar
option
wants to
is the
watch
potion
this.
of giant size and the potion of storm giant strength, and actually trying to throw the damn thing. So
I'm on board with the potion idea of invisibility, that sort of thing.
That
That's
sounds
just-
hilarious.
That's no.
Well, Calvic, you gonna reach in and just pick it up and try to throw it then?
No, he's busy.
Or
he's busy.
the
He is
cat.
busy rubbing mayonnaise on the ground, sir. All right.
The cat
Hey.
can be invisible on the boulder, and Wog can throw the boulder, and if it doesn't go far enough, then
he can push it the rest of the
cat
way.
goes underneath. The cat goes underneath it and just starts running like it just keeps running.
So Wog
It'll
tries
be
to
far
throw
enough
it,
away
and
that they won't know.
Wog tries to throw it, and then an invisible Cheshire pushes it the rest of the way. Is that what we're going with?
Yes.
Yep, pretty much.
Yep.
Oh my god. Well, hold on now. Take my guidance, my son. My whole 1 point of it.
Actually, Wog, I don't think I need athletics from you as much as I do deception or performance.
Wait, why does Wog need the deception or performance? He's actually trying to throw the damn thing.
Are you really going to throw it? I thought Cheshire was just going to lift it and run.
I was actually trying to toss it.
Oh, well, in that case...
And then Chester just goes invisible and pushes it the rest of the way if necessary.
Yes, I'm going to say you did manage to get it up, and it's going 20 or so feet from you.
Oh, I need to turn Cheshire invisible. Is that correct? Or is he
Yeah,
already invisible?
before we throw it.
All right. Boom. Cheshire
I-
it's greater invisibility, so you can do
Yep.
actions, and
Yeah, so I'll
it's good for up to 1 minute.
Rage.
So you better go fast.
catch the boulder and just use my
Okay.
feline agility, just bolt towards the end.
Let me get an athletics check from you.
I already made the strength check.
Well, the athletics was to see if he caught it. And
I
then
thought that's what the strength check was for, but whatever.
I'm trying to squash the damn cat, all right?
Oh, what a surprise.
So, okay, Cheshire, you catch the boulder, you're holding it, you are running, straight line?
Straight
Yep.
line. Although he gets slightly too into it, and the boulder, he goes through one side, and the boulder pops out behind Calic and Graves and Wog, and he continues moving.
Why?
You kind of got Calic in front of you somewhere.
Yeah, so
Calic
Calic just sees
steps
this
to the
boulder
slide.
just
Yeah.
flies past him the second time.
He takes like a 5-foot step and he watches this boulder just kind of roll past. Like, what the fuck?
So I'm thinking, Calic, you're spreading out 2 gallons of mayonnaise.
Yep, he's getting that mayonnaise all up in there.
This isn't gonna end well.
It's a lot of fucking mayonnaise. All right.
They don't call him Calic of the Maze for nothing.
And Cheshire is running straight line.
Yep. Doing his best not to fall
Where
over.
are you going with this?
Take a
Cheshire will
wild
slip
guess.
and fall.
Yeah, let's try an acrobatics or a dexterity.
Who? Cheshire?
And Cheshire, you run completely through the mayonnaise like it was nothing. And
No,
how
he
far you want
he
to
jumps
run?
on top of the boulder and he rides it as it sails through the mayonnaise, all slick.
He'll spend the next about 45 seconds looping over and over again, and then when he finally gets really tired, he'll get the ball, stop it right as Calic, and just drops it and actually hits Calic's foot. Right on the
No.
Don't we
toe.
have to get it farther than Calic's current location? Where
Yeah,
is the
yeah,
boulder?
he has to get it much farther than me,
Okay.
so no.
Yeah. Okay. We'll just continue on and just drop it right at the exit.
Okay. You drop it right at the exit, and when you drop it, the stone that the Cyclops threw, it splits in half, and you can see a topaz gemstone inside. And you could probably amaze the Cyclops by picking up the stone since you're invisible and running it back and then dropping it on Calic's foot.
Just gonna take a
Yeah.
step back, don't mind me.
Yeah, I'll do that. Pick up the
I
gemstone.
misty step onto the roof of the house. And then Calic gives you a big old double gun middle finger salute.
And you can see that the Cyclops are a little bewildered and so forth, but they turn around and sit back and go back to whatever they were doing before you left, or before you entered. And you are able to leave, and as you follow the path, it takes you back to the sundial room, of which, once again, all the paths have shadows on them.
Does anybody have a light spell?
Yes. Actually, I have this here handy dandy globe that we just got.
I have a light spell and I
please?
light up a joint with like a flame from my
Put
hand.
the light where generally the E direction, so it's producing light towards the tower. So, light from
Calic
E,
takes
shadow pointing in A direction.
Calic takes out the drift globe, he lights it up, he sets it down where what's your name again? Cheshire says, and he waits.
That's to produce a shadow.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it eventually comes back to you. And
Describe the room to me again.
you're in the middle of a hedge maze.
Okay.
There's a sundial.
Alright.
And all these paths that are leading out.
Okay.
And all the shadows, there's a shadow pointing to each path.
We should just go down the paths with a light spell active.
Okay, and quite honestly, I'm going to do GM intervention here. The secret
Yeah. Yeah.
you move into the hedge.
Excuse me?
No path is the right one. To correctly bisect the shadows, characters must move between the paths straight into the end of any hedge.
That's retarded.
Yeah. Now, granted, the walkthrough mentioned that yeah, it makes no sense and it's not fair. But yeah, the secret is to walk into the damn hedge.
Like I imagine Chesh probably came up with that just that, you know, when the cats go zoomies, just face plans into Psych eventually.
The party's just sitting there discussing in a circle what to do while Cheshire's just got the zoomies running around, and then all of a sudden we notice that he's
Looping.
not there anymore.
Yeah, pretty much. But as you enter the hedge, uh, you emerge within sight of a teleportation circle at the foot of the tower. And you see the body of a dead guy lying sprawled out on the ground. It's the one that Iskander threw off the balcony earlier.
Ha!
Behind you, you see a straight path that leads directly to the sundial intersection, and beyond the sundial, you see a path that leads 30 yards and exits at the beginning of the village. You can see the way out from where you're at.
I hate
Hey,
magic.
do you guys want to question the guy who jumped or was pushed?
He's dead.
I got revivify.
It's been more than a minute.
I guess that might be an issue.
You think?
Let's just go in the tower.
Okay.
There's
Yeah,
a
you're
door, right?
It is more
No.
than a minute. You're right.
There is a teleportation circle, and let's talk about the tower. And that's the maze. That's the tower. Okay, there is... Yeah. Thought you gave a description of the outside. It is a completely smooth tower. You do see tall windows, but they are too narrow for anyone to climb through. You're not seeing any doors.
Said there's a
Only the
teleportation circle, right?
teleportation circle. And
Oh hell, let's teleport somewhere.
on a little pedestal beside of it, you see there's a little metal panel attached to a pedestal. And there's a bunch of symbols. And you have a chair, 2 chairs, an upside down L, a rectangle, a flame, a star, a square, an hourglass, a right triangle, and that's it. However, on this particular panel, there is not 2 chairs.
Chesh perks up.
Who creates this shit? Why?
What the fuck?
So are we
How
sitting
did
in
the cult even get here? Did they really waste all their time going through this shit so they could shut up shop inside?
Who knows what the tower contained?
Oh my god.
There's a chair we can sit in.
Okay, repeat that for me.
Okay. There is a metal panel on a pedestal that has symbols inscribed into them. It's a chair, an upside down L, a rectangle, a flame, a star, a square, an hourglass, and a right triangle.
Well, the guy had an hourglass,
hold
right?
up. And this is right next to the teleport thingy, right?
Yep.
And that dude, the guy we came here to save, he had an hourglass in his hands.
Yes.
So we could touch the hourglass and then step into the circle?
Is that what you want to do?
Yeah, let's go for it.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay.
Well, let's let Wog do it. Let Wog do it.
You step into the circle, Wog, you touch the hourglass, and it just flashes red.
Touch it again, Wog.
Poke it again.
And it just continues flashing red.
Maybe if you
It's broken.
Oh,
We'll have to find
maybe if
another
you
one.
maybe if you fondle it and call it a dirty whore.
I don't think that would work.
No, but think how much fun you'd have doing it. Just saying.
Try
What's the 2 chairs?
Try pushing another symbol, Wog. I don't care which.
The
Okay.
2 chairs is not on this panel, so ignore the 2 chairs.
Press the chair button.
Spoilers,
then
I see.
step in.
Okay, Wog, you push the chair button, and it glows blue, and all of a sudden you all are teleported.
Oh, so it was like an elevator.
Yeah, it's a chair world.
No, not chair.
Yeah, we're totally going to chair world.
We're not
what I
going
mean.
to chair world.
It's a world with living chairs that sing and dance.
I believe
There
those are
is
called
no
mimics.
cow dimension.
Okay, and we are there. Boom. And let me get rid of the Cyclops from the tracker.
Oh, see, there's our T-path right there. Now we can finally spell cat. I told you we could spell cat if we kept trying hard enough.
I hate you, Wog.
Okay, let's zoom in where I can see the damn squares. And then, okay, so you enter into this chamber, and you can see that you are standing on top of a teleportation circle. And you see these exotic geometric designs, and they're representing feathers and eagles and snakes, and they're all made in a style that you've never seen before. And to one side of the room, you see a human female face down in a pool of blood. And she is dressed like a high-ranking member of the cult.
I guess we should search the body, see if there's any notes or anything.
I think we know who he killed before he got pushed over the edge.
Okay, who's checking the body?
I am.
Wog.
Let me get a medicine check there, sir.
Alright.
And there's two balconies to the right and left of you that are 8 feet above the floor.
Can I just make a perception check for to scan the whole room?
Yeah, you sure can. And Wog, you can see that this woman was was killed by something.
Okay. Well,
Blunt force trauma to the back of the head.
Let me save you some time. Our boy totally wrecked her shit and stole the mask from her, and this was his boss. That's what I'm guessing is happening right now. Good enough
Okay.
explanation for me. How
Well,
do we
Or
get?
she
we-
killed herself because she
did we
was
find
madly
anything?
in love with someone who rejected her.
Good. I love that too. Let's go. There's nothing here.
Not related to
So,
us in any way.
is there anything on the body?
Not of any value.
Okay, let's get back to the circle
Yeah.
and
Should probably
Wog
take
push
the body
a
with
button.
us. I'll grab the body.
Wog push
and
a button and put that where you found it.
Okay, now this panel does
before we-
contain the two chairs.
Before we go up any further, you said that there was up the tower. There's a small slit available, not big enough to crawl through, but enough to see through. I'm going to use my climbing speed to climb up the tower to find out which one we need.
Well, you'd have to be outside first.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're already back in the tower.
If we get out, that's what I'm going to try and do. See which level we need to aim for, rather than trial and erroring.
We already know which level we need to aim for. We need to go down. That's what the guy said at the beginning. We need to find the basement.
Okay, so this control panel does have all the options, including the two chairs available.
Okay, let's
Log,
press the
push a
double
button.
chair. Double chair it is.
Double chair it is, and you all find yourself in the same room, but up on the balconies.
Log, that was not a different button, Log.
It was a
And-
different button.
And this panel only has a single chair.
Well,
There's
that'll
no
probably
other
just bring
option.
us back to the
You
the
are
room that we
correct.
just-
So, you've done the chair, you've done the two chairs.
Yeah, let's try the square then.
We hit chair again to go back to where we were, and then we'll do the upside down L.
Okay.
and let's see. Toggle toolbar.
What's going on?
Damn it. Took away. I got another map coming at you.
I love maps.
Really, you didn't bring 4 extras like me?
And share map. And I need that ground on there. Okay, yeah, you emerge in a teleport circle that's in the center of this tower. It's got a door. You emerge into a hallway that has other doors. And you can see that the doors are open. You hear a lot of racket coming from all the rooms.
Okay, now push a button. Push a button.
And
Chester, why don't you go check out what's going on?
No, push a button. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Calic reaches out and he pushes the rectangle button.
oh, you motherfucker. Okay, and
That was probably like the cult's barracks, and we were about to get gangbanged by like 20 dudes.
Let's at least pretend we still have some element of surprise here.
okay, shit.
We just tell them that some kid was in here before and hit all the buttons all the way, and we're just stuck going through each level.
Yep, this kid now is Wog.
Okay, I want to delete all non-friendlies. I want to put you back on the map. And I need to put the group on the map.
Don't we need to find that hourglass thing?
No.
Yeah,
I hope it wasn't in those
All of the
rooms.
teleportation circles have, at this point, the same buttons. Why don't we try hitting the hourglass from inside?
It's still red.
You hit it and it flashes red. Okay.
Yeah, see, we need the hourglass because it's a key.
And
Or maybe that circle's fucked up.
You appear in this room and you see painted renditions of Draco Liches lining the walls of this chamber. There's a stone altar in the center featuring the skeletal limbs and claws of a dragon, and a half dozen cultists. Let's find the rest of them. Look up at you in surprise.
Sorry, wrong floor.
Yeah,
Reach
we were
out and
just
he'll
looking
touch
for
the next one down.
We were just looking for the little boys' room. Our turtle really gotta go.
He reaches out and he touches the flame symbol next.
And there's the map. And we're going to do that.
There's not really anything in the book to just keep the party from flipping through floors, is there?
No.
Only the promise of experience points.
Yeah, pretty much. You know, you can put a second or two activation on the teleportation, and there is that. And we can do...
The problem is with these teleportation circles, the party's one murder hobo is at our whims rather than the other way around for once.
Yes. You see a large fireplace in the center of this room. About 2/3 of the skeleton of an adult dragon is laid out on the floor, curled around the fireplace.
It was
Before
chilly.
you have time for further assessment, however, a half dozen black-cloaked figures move to attack you. So I'm gonna put you all on the map.
You can't see it, but Calic is just really hammering the next button with his fist.
And hold off on your initiative rolls for a second, if you would.
You only say that because I finally rolled a 22. You're going to make me re-roll. I'm going to get a 4.
If we just need
Yeah.
a couple of seconds, you just yell out something that just would really shock them. Like,
Okay,
Oh,
now,
look
the
out for all the
reason-
piss in the air.
now
let
you
me
can
stop
finish.
your let me stop everyone right here. Agron, you have the aura of the Sentinel active on you as a passive effect. It's
Yeah, I
been
don't
like
even-
that
yeah.
for you and a few other people. You all need to clean up your effects because you got like some rider shit from earlier that
Okay.
doesn't apply anymore.
Okay, first of all, I didn't put that on me, so I can't take it off.
Yeah, like Graves, you've got it
Wow.
too.
Well, that's
So,
because
I
you
can't-
sent me.
Okay.
You
Oral.
should have Aura of the Sentinel because I have that aura.
And the other two things are bracers of defense and ring of protection, both of which I have. So
It's
Yeah,
not
you
just you. It's everybody's
you
got some things that they don't need.
Yeah, they
Okay,
should
so-
all have Aura of the Sentinel because they're next to me and I have the aura.
We'll just do a +4 when we roll our initiative. How about that, Wog?
I don't know why you don't want them to have the aura, but whatever.
Because it's permanent and it only applies if we're standing next to you.
And
but I'm
what's wrong with
literally
that?
standing right next to him.
We're not always standing right next to you.
Yeah,
we
we're
are right
not
now.
always we are
Well-
right now, but we're not always there.
But typically, we're all standing next to each other when we roll initiative.
No,
we
we're
say
not.
right next, like I have to be on his shelf.
Let
or-
me be level with you. We are
But-
never standing next to each other when combat starts. One of us is always dicking off somewhere in the distance. Two
Hey,
more are
Callie.
arguing in a corner.
Hey, Calic.
Because I'm looking right now, and I'm like right next to him.
Roll
Well, from now
initiative.
on, guys,
Okay.
we're all holding hands.
That's right. So I need to roll initiative again. Is that what you're saying?
No, you're
It's like
fine.
super buddy system. Everybody's in a,
Hey,
in
what
a
did I
circle
say?
holding.
What did I fucking say?
We just said no, you don't have to.
Yeah.
You said no just as I was rolling.
Well,
So
there,
we're
you
not
got
speed
your
running our way out of this one.
All right.
Agron,
Alright.
you're up first. Wait.
Okay.
Yeah, they're good.
Fireball.
Let's beat their sorry asses. Yeah, sure. You know what? I never get to use fireball. So let's see. It's a 20-foot radius. So we'll go like that. Is that no? It's a 20 foot, right? And so
Yep, that's right. 20 feet.
I can get those guys. So
Now,
Fireball,
see, this
'cause I
is
never really
once
use-
again where they need physics and D&D.
yeah.
I mean, we've got plenty of room. I don't know what the problem is.
Yeah, that would definitely not be a perfect circle, but it wouldn't necessarily be enough to catch us in the blowback, I don't think. Although physics isn't necessarily my strong suit, so what do I know?
Man, fuck physics. Physics ain't never done nothing good for me.
This might defy the laws of physics, but I never studied law.
That's right. These signs won't stop me. I can't read.
Magic which turns you into a T-Rex? Physics, who cares about that? What if the T-Rex eats the person? What happens to the person when you unpolymorph?
It's delicious.
Where you
That's a good question because the T-Rex is like that's what, swallow whole?
No.
And he's gonna come
Is-
over and touch Ektar.
He's not
Not
going to
in the
attack
face,
you,
not in the
Ektar.
face.
He's going to touch you.
Oh, and he missed.
Ah, that's close.
And okay, let's make this.
Yeah, that guy's not on the map.
Yeah, I'm having a hard time keeping track. You're all just blowing through rooms. Calic, you're up.
Well, it's better than spending 20 minutes in a room which we don't know how to solve.
Excuse me, princess.
That's next session.
All right, Staff of Fire. Callus gonna 1-2 buckle his shoe. He's gonna use 4 charges to cast a wall of fire across the length of the room, facing the cultists. Let me just make sure I got this right. 60 feet long, 20 feet high, 1 foot thick. Yeah, okay.
And seconds for arrival. So, Jimmy, I know tomorrow's your last day. Tomorrow's your retirement day. But what are you going to do after? Well, I got a wife and child about to be born. You know.
Who's Jimmy? Is Jimmy Kellick?
So yeah,
Right.
he just covers like the room like that with the firewall. And let's see. Each creature within its area makes a dexterity saving throw. Yay! On a failed save, it takes everything damage. And the wall is facing towards them. Deal such and such damage to creatures that end its turn. Yeah, okay, so just these 2 guys right now. And that's Calic's turn. And a creature takes that same damage whenever it enters the wall for the first time on a turn, or ends its turn there. So if they pass through, they take the damage.
Well, guess what? Give number 32 the damage.
Cast a spell, deals 5. No, I didn't need to make a save. It just applies the damage straight since they run right into it. Cool.
And with that, we are gonna try a hold person on Graves. And Graves made a save.
He's a wise boy.
I have 0 dump stats.
And that one is not on the map.
He ain't got no dump stats. He just got that dump truck booty. Ooh.
Squats all day. Okay. I'm gonna step up to number 32. And I'm gonna attack recklessly. Which has advantage, and I'm a swashbuckler, so I can do that.
You got knocked the fuck out, man!
And I'm gonna turn around and toss my hand axe in a nice parabolic arc over the heads of Wog and Ektar into Cult Fanatic 1.
Just kind of an offhand over the shoulder kind of throw.
For 12 damage.
Like, I ain't even looking. Fuck that guy.
Let's see. You can't see through the fire, can you?
No, it's a wall of fire.
Yeah.
I imagine you probably see outlines, so that'll be about it. Maybe.
It doesn't say anything about impeding vision.
Oh, so it doesn't. Okay, and
Although if you end your turn, like standing right there, you'll take damage.
and
Actually, he should have taken damage last time. That's my bad. He was within 10 feet of the wall.
log maybe
Oh, wait.
saving throw.
I was mistaken. The wall is opaque.
So you can
So what
see
would that be?
outlines.
Partial cover?
Sorry?
So you can see outlines of people.
It's not letting light through. It is not transparent. It is like a muddy river. Blocking the passage of light. Which is to say, it cannot be seen through at all.
Got it. And
Or translucent. Impenetrable to lights.
that one's gonna move back. Ektar.
Okay.
Of course, that also applies to us, I think. Yeah.
Oh, I'll just hit it. Let's see. Let's do frost. Spite. And he succeeds because he's a bastard.
I think the word you meant was badass.
Nah, he missed me. He hasn't done anything either.
Okay. Can you remove the invisibility from me?
Yep, certainly can.
He's not still flying, is he?
No.
Actually, no, I don't need to do reckless.
I'm gonna move down in that corner there, right beside Kalik too.
Okay.
Okay, that I have a high AC.
You got knocked the fuck out, man!
And I will run over here. I'll take fire damage. If I head through the firewall, correct?
Yeah. Sure you want that?
Yep,
Yeah,
do it.
give it to him, give it to him, give it to him. He already
Burnt hair smell all throughout this whole.
Do I gotta make
place now.
do I make a save?
Hell
There is no save. You just take that damage because you are running directly in the fire.
Okay.
Wait a minute, you rolled a 1, re-roll it.
No, that's no. The save only applies for when the wall appears.
Say
Ooh, this is
goodbye to
gonna
your
hurt.
little friend.
Man, I wish I could see through it. I could do some neat stuff if I could see through it. Be like pulling guys through the firewall.
Alright, use my 2 attacks. Bonus action I raged. I'm pretty much done.
You sure you want to end your turn there?
Not like I can outrun anybody.
You are within 10 feet of the wall. Are you sure you want to end your turn there?
I'm maybe 5 foot back.
Okay, that sucked.
Are you sure you want Cultist Fanatic 21 to end his turn there?
Why are you helping him?
I'm just being, like, I'm keeping track of my spell.
You're like
That's
the
right.
polite spellcaster? Excuse me,
Yeah.
enemy, but you're going to burn if you stand there. You might want to move back 5 feet.
I
There you
can't even hear half of the words you're saying. I got a lot of bullshit in this ear. I can't hear it.
Move over here.
Hygiene, dude. Hygiene. I don't care if you live on a farm, but just fuck.
Hmm.
Clean out your holes.
I guess I'll just wait over here.
All right. Time for handsome man. Graves, do you want on the other side so you can fight these things?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
you both should definitely go to where I'm going to cast my fireball.
So you're going to cast a fireball on the other side of that wall of fire.
Yep, I don't have to target nobody. I just have to throw it.
Oh, if you're just
I
gonna
mean,
toss
like,
a fireball, then I can just hang
Yeah.
out where I'm at.
well, if that's the case, then shoot, I'll just I'll cast.
Although
a fireball.
Khaled goes before me, so he can toss his fireball, and I can go mop up survivors.
So I'll,
I
I'll-
think
I
Agron was going to
doubt.
teleport you across.
yeah, I was going to dimension door it over to the other side.
But we can't see. Maybe we should roll a dice to see if Cheshire is in the blast radius or not.
So I'm going to throw this fireball over there because I've got one. Failure, success, success. Let's see how we do.
You got knocked the fuck out, man!
36. I got a dying, and a
asshole.
critical, and a critical. Come on, don't be like that. Don't hate Steffi. Love Steffi.
Who the fuck is Steffi?
My name, Stefan.
Oh, you're Steffi. Okay.
Yeah. When I get all excited, I talk about myself in the third person. Steffi shows no mercy.
Like I see Steven and I see Agron. I don't see no Steffi.
No, my real name is Stefan. So I sometimes have a habit of, Steffi sometimes talks about Steffi in the third person.
All right, calm down, Steffi. Kill these people.
Well, I did my part. So
Pass your turn, damn it.
All right.
Cal is gonna throw his fireball in there. Do I even need to draw the circle?
No.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You want me to roll to see if Cheshire gets in on this?
Up
Why,
to you guys.
Yes, I would.
Yeah, why not? Might as well, you know.
All right,
like,
all right, Wintermute, call it. Evens or odds?
Even.
Oh, Cheshire.
You got knocked the fuck out, man!
Look at them ones.
It
Ones
was
and
enough.
That is pretty rough.
Okay, wait a minute. I want to use my inspiration against Calic to force Cheshire to re-roll.
Okay.
Is that how that works?
Sounds good.
I don't
Sounds
think that's
good.
how
Yeah.
inspiration
I don't
works.
think that's how that works.
Do it. Yeah, but it'll use up one of his inspirations.
I'm gonna go with a no.
Worst comes to worst,
Hey.
Chester takes an extra 9 damage.
Yeah. I have advantage on the saves anyway. Do it.
Wintermute.
He wants to
No,
do
we're
it.
Good. No, we're good.
Okay.
And okay.
Motherfucker.
All right. Apparently, besides having just a dragon skeleton, there is nothing of interest in this room. You can tell that the cultists do their cooking here. You find simple dishware. There's sacks with potatoes, turnips, jerky, and flour. And
Hey, great. I'll take some jerky.
you can have the jerky.
It's cooked now. Like, they were just strips of bacon when we came in.
And well, yeah, you got a point there. And guys, this is a really good spot to end tonight.
All right.
Okay.
Womp, womp, womp.
Sounds good.
And let's see. And
I think it's a really great spot for a long rest.
We don't have time for a long rest. We gotta go find that dude. He might be dying while we're talking.
Yeah, we're also in
yeah,
the middle of the fucking enemy territory.
Yeah, they're definitely gonna come after us.
I'm running out of spells.
Oh, I can get us out of here. It's just like, that's not a problem.
Like, I wouldn't be surprised
we-
if, like in the next 30 seconds, those cultists that we passed by earlier are gonna like teleport up here and fight us.
Yeah. With reinforcements. Because they could teleport to the other areas and get the guys from the barracks too. Because we left them.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of them.
Okay, gentlemen, that's it.
All we have to do is get to the forest and we're gone. That's it.
Forest?
Yeah, you're
Right outside.
the tower. Anyway,
Well, we'd have to get.
That's it for tonight. We will be playing next week.
Hey, great.
Okay.
See you guys next week
right.
then.
See you then.
Puzzles are exhausting.
That was certainly something.
Yes, it was.